This week's YKWD is sponsored by BetterHelp. Start living a happier life today. As a listener of my podcast, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/dude. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dude. What's going on? It's Robert Kelly here, and I want you to join my Patreon. I got this.
Why is Andrew Schultz sitting like a lesbian?
I got that.
Take a look.
This too.
Oh, what's in the box?
Dude. Oh, whoa. I've been waiting months for this. And check this out. Oh, no. All right, we have a special guest coming in. Your background, what is that?
Hold on a second. Somebody's teasing me. Hold on a second. That's not my fault. Okay, sorry.
This is on there.
I think we definitely empowered trolls. We gave trolls a template for how to nail each other.
And this.
Less titty challenge.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Did you break your bed? It don't matter. I think that's it. Nope. You get this too. Dude.
It's always been fun to be friends with you, doing stand-up comedy all these years.
So hit the button, click it, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. You'll thank me later.
Patreon.com with Robert Kelly. I talked to Uncle June and Johnny Sheck the other day. It's good for business.
I want to tell you about a amazing company that me and my wife found. We've been going to New Hampshire for the last 30 years, vacationing, and we love it up there. We've been renting, and we've been a guest, and we've always wanted to own, but we couldn't afford it. It was just out of our reach until we found Tiny Homes of Maine. This company is amazing. It's a husband and wife. It's a family-owned business, and they make the most amazing tiny homes on the market. They're built to withstand Maine winters, and they look amazing. They're fully customizable, and they have 3 different sizes. You should check them out. If you're thinking about, having a second home or maybe downsizing or, just having an office, go tiny and go to Tiny Homes of Maine. The company is amazing, and they help you every single step of the way, from finding the right one for you, from making it from the ground up, and to finding about the laws in your area and financing. You couldn't go with a more amazing company and a more amazing family than Tiny Homes of Maine. Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast.
YKWD's back again.
Old school, back in the day, where it all started. Before them all.
YKWD.
This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules.
Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
Sorry. It's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? What's up, everybody? I'll throw it a second. Fuck me, life sucks sometimes. Welcome to YKWD, and we're going live right now. We're here, and here you go. This is what I wanted.
Believe it or not, Bob's walking on dudes. He never thought he could be so free. Smoking his dick and eating a sandwich. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's Bobby.
Burr constantly leaves me those. He's the funniest fucking guy. I think he's the one who came up with You Know What, Dude podcast. And anyways, we're back. It's Tuesday. We have an amazing show for you tonight. I'm very excited about this show. One person I love, the other person I like. And let me introduce you to the person I love. Mike Recine.
Hi.
Is here. We're supposed to have another guest.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the fuck his problem is.
You said he's eating?
He's eating.
Mm-hmm.
He's eating.
Yeah.
I don't understand him.
Yeah.
Anyways, I want to thank all the Patreon people for being a part of the Patreon. The Patreon every month gets stronger, bigger, and I don't know what the fuck that means.
What do you think he's eating?
It's got to be hummus.
Yeah.
It's got to be some type of vegetable dish, and something mushy, just to get down those fake teeth. I don't eat meat, because you can't. Okay, your teeth aren't real. That's why.
Yeah.
Anyways, you probably guessed who it is. By the way,
Scumbag.
He's a scumbag, and you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
This is gonna go great today. So I want to thank all the patreon.com/Robert Kelly. If you're not a member, you got to go there, become a member. This show, we do the extra YKWD. You get it first. Special episodes. You get live from the shed episodes. You get the Calter and Kelly on Fridays. I got a new show coming out. I got you get a ton of shit on there. For what? The price of 2 caramel macchiatos.
It's nothing.
Or maybe two of those egg ones. What are the egg sandwiches? The little egg things, and a caramel macchiato, or a breve latte and a Gouda bacon egg at Starbucks. Anyways, go and make sure, if you're just watching it, if you're a fucking freebie, which is cool, I don't give a shit. Just watch the show. I love it. Hit subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like. Leave a comment. Don't be a douche. And there you go.
Yeah, just take your whole life, Just suck all of the free content.
I've been doing the podcast longer than anybody.
Yeah.
Just take.
Yeah.
Yeah, give to the new guy.
You are one of the original podcasts. Right?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. No, I am. And I never stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what it was. People complain that I had too many guys. I just loved having fucking 2, 3, fucking 8. I had 8 guys one night.
Yeah.
Just 8 comics in there trashing each other.
Yeah.
And it's more of a, I don't know. And we trashed each other. We were funny, whatever.
Yeah.
We still do that. I think it's fun, man. I don't what are you going to do?
Yeah. I've been doing mine about 5 years, and I'm about to end it. And I'm
Why?
excited. Because I'm doing a new podcast.
What's it called?
Exhausted. It's called The Sit Down with Mike Recine. And it started off about the Mafia. So I had a show about the Mafia, and then
that sounds good. What about?
Yeah, but then I got tired of doing research every week. We did that for about 2 or 3 years.
You get tired of because they're all rats.
Because they're all rats. Yeah,
they all have podcasts now.
yeah. I couldn't compete.
You can't compete with the guy, the murderer, who is killing it on iTunes.
Right. Yeah,
it's funny. They won't allow Trump.
I'm gonna go listen to the real. Right.
But the guys literally confessed to murder. I murdered 17 people, one with a chainsaw in front of their child. But I did my time. Now, welcome to the podcast. Make sure you subscribe, review. Yeah. My Patreon is murdererinc.com/Patreon/murdered 17 people.
Right.
I mean, it's crazy.
So Sammy the Bull has a podcast. I heard that he gets really upset about like haters, which is very funny. The idea that
if you troll
John Gotti's underboss,
if you troll Sammy the Bull's podcast, you're a troll. Like you deserve.
You love it.
You're a professional. Trolling me, you're fat. Oh, good. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Never heard that one.
Your wife's tits are lopsided. Okay, you're just stating obvious facts. You know what I mean?
You've erectile dysfunction.
Yeah,
I
your
know.
penis is small.
I know.
You're bald. You look like Butterbean. Go, wow, you're a genius.
Oh, you have tits. Yeah.
All right.
I have tits. I'm saying
me. Oh, they're trying. But if you troll John Gotti Jr. or Sammy the Bull, or fucking Mafia Mark or whatever the fuck their names are, dude, that's my biggest fear in comedy.
Yeah.
Like doing comedy in the New York area. It happened to me one night, and I got scared. I don't know if they were Mafia, but I was at the Stress Factory, that place.
Yeah.
With the owner
that's the best name for a comedy club, isn't it?
When he's the owner, yeah.
Yeah.
When Vinny Brand is the owner, the Stress Factory.
Yeah.
He stresses you out.
Yeah.
From the second you book the gig.
Yeah.
To the second it's over.
I hope he does.
Even when you get your check, he makes you sit and talk to him.
Yeah.
60 minutes in his office.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what do you think? And what he does is he does that.
He pranks you. He likes to
prank, but he does that thing where
it's a good Vinny Brand.
He upsells you. What? Shut up. And then he upsells, dude, you're so amazing. And he just pumps your ego, and then he fucking deflates it. He says something, but I don't know why you didn't sell this weekend. Oh, great. Thanks. Anyways, I was there one night, and these 2 dudes came in with their wives or girlfriends or whatever, and they came in right to the left of stage, came in late.
Yeah.
And we're talking, and I was like, shut the fuck.
Yeah.
I fucked up. But that was back in O&A days, and there were a lot of O&A fans there. You could tell them because they're bald.
Yeah.
And they look like they, they just came from a campfire.
Yeah.
AKA a cross.
And now they're all on Reddit, right?
Not AKA KKK. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, no. The O&A fans are the best, but they were fucking animals. And I remember that I was fucking telling this guy to shut the fuck up. And he was like, "You shut the fuck." And he was from Staten Island.
Yeah.
And there was a between I've dealt with guys before from stage. This guy he knew something I didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was the vibe he was throwing my way. But they wound up leaving.
That's good.
But I've still been scared that one day I'm just going to get a tap on the shoulder. Hey, remember me? Funk. Just in the back of my head at an Acme.
Piano wire or something.
Trying to get broccoli for my son. And I just fall next to him. And I just slowly fade away and see married Dad.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think's the worst way to go if you get a Mafia hit? I think the piano wire's got to be really bad.
Well, no. The piano wire, I feel like you have a shot.
To get out of it?
If you can get your hand under there and it cuts your hand, you know, and you could maybe, the piano wire, if you can get something in there, because, I mean, he grabs you, all you have to do is get your arm up. There's some type of way. Oh, there he is. How are you late?
I was here early.
I know, but how are you late? That's such an old guy thing, to be here somewhere early but still be late. I don't understand that. That's an old guy. Like you got some type of food in a conversation you didn't want to let go of. No. Then what? Why are you late?
I'm out of breath because of my.
Dude, I was out of breath too. It's not your lung thing.
I was in the hospital with pneumonia from that operation.
Oh yeah.
Because I was talking to what's his name. I haven't seen him.
Please don't die.
Oh no.
I don't want to have to fucking do a benefit for you. I don't want.
The Rich Voss benefit.
I don't want to have to show up at the stress factory. That's not full. Oh, you are an old man.
The annual Rich Voss benefit.
Hey, Bobby. Vinny Brand headlines it himself.
Yeah. My wife works the Patrice benefit every year.
What do you mean she works it?
She
she
does.
A hooker?
Yeah, she's a hooker.
She's
my
up
wife's
front?
a hooker.
What does she do?
She's I guess she does
Sorry,
the
I shouldn't
door
have
or
said
whatever.
That was terrible.
It's
a
fine.
mean joke, and if you said it about my wife, I'd want to hit you with strangle you with piano wire.
Yeah, that's okay.
What does she do?
No, I guess she does the door or whatever. She does
That's nice that she helps out with that.
Yeah.
And she's a comedian.
No.
What does she do?
She's a speech therapist.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But she worked at my wife.
Whose wife is a comedian? Yours. Dude, we're talking about, first of all, are you missing diamonds on your ring?
No fucking way.
Yeah, right on the edge there. Right there, the other side.
Oh, no. What happened?
Oh, no, you're not. Okay.
Do you want me to go retrace your steps? And
What?
I don't. Pips? That's what you are. You're a pip. Why are you...
What? What? What's wrong? Where's he going? What's wrong?
what happened?
Oh, I feel horrible.
Is he upset?
What just happened?
I think he saw my watch. He wants.
Oh, okay.
I got it.
Well, how you doing, Rich?
Pretty good. Where'd he go? He didn't go downstairs, did he?
He's really committing to this right now.
Boss, I'm going to ask you to leave.
Why?
I'm going to ask you to leave.
Why?
I want you to go.
Why?
I don't want you in my life.
Why? What's wrong
Listen,
with
boss.
you? What?
I want you to leave.
Why? I'm
serious. Listen to me.
What?
We were having a good episode before.
I want you to leave me forever.
What?
I want you to go, dude.
Why?
I want you to stay out of my life.
We have a great friendship.
It's no longer.
Why?
I hate you with everything I've ever thought about you.
What?
Behind your back is right. Listen,
get it.
you're a shit person.
No, I'm not.
You're a shit human being. You're the worst human being. You're garbage. You know the show Are You Garbage?
Yeah.
It's founded on everything that Voss is. Garbage. You're the worst, shittiest friend.
No, I'm a good
I don't like. I'm serious.
Doing that
Voss,
show, they're like-
you think I'm kidding you? I'm quitting. You know those things that we go to? I'm quitting those. I'm quitting AA.
On the show, they're like, "Does your hoodie match your boots?"
Buddy,
Yeah, 'cause-
you're
What's wrong?
Mike. I'm so serious.
I'm not sure what's wrong though.
I hate Rich Voss. He is the shittiest.
I'm a good.
You're not. You're not. You're not. Everything that everybody's ever said about you is true.
Oh, I feel bad.
You're a bad fucking.
What time is it?
I can't believe you.
What time is it?
Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. What do you think I'm gonna do? Fucking.
Listen, when I got it.
You're an asshole.
Listen.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Did he buy a watch that you want?
This watch.
Well, first of all, I got this before. I didn't.
He's an asshole. He did not. He knew nothing about this watch.
I knew
this,
everything.
No. You're lying.
Okay.
Do not lie to
All
me.
right, relax.
Don't fucking lie to me.
Relax.
He knew nothing about this watch. He knew nothing about any of it. I told him, this is my dream watch. Listen to me.
Oh, okay.
Look at me. I need you to stay with me because I want to stab him.
But I was
I
looking at
want
the
to
watch. It's
smash.
a nice watch.
I want to smash that bottle and stab him and then take the watch and
Sorry. I
be
was
on the
kind
run.
of mesmerized by the watch.
Fuck you, Racine. I told him
I was
the
just
Sky Dweller Blue.
Blue Sky Dwellers.
Shut
Blue
your
Sky
face.
Dweller.
I hate him. I hate him.
Oh,
I
what?
hate him.
It's all to tell you the truth, I'm not a big fan of this watch. I can barely see it. Well, I got to put my glasses on. I like my other one better. But when I got it, I called because I was getting my wife.
I called his guy. We talked to his guy, and I said, "If you get one, please call me, dude. If he gets it, I'll tell him to call." And he goes, "Maybe
That's
I'll
not what
get
happened.
it." And this snake in the grass,
Yeah.
this fucking piece of shit, this garbage, and I hooked him up with my guy.
No, I never. I know.
My guy.
I didn't go to your guy. I hooked you up with
I
the
hooked
guy
you up with my guy.
No, I
you
hooked you up
talked
with
to
the
my
guy in
You
Wall
t-
Street.
You took no.
No, I hooked
this
you up to-
fucking this
What?
cock fuck.
What?
Only way I can describe him is a cock fuck. Oh God, I hate you. I'm not even wasting swears. I'm not even going to waste good.
You think
swears.
he did it to fuck with you a little
He
bit?
did
No.
it. This is what he is.
Listen,
This
let
is
me
why
tell
he's
you what's-
garbage.
Let me
He's
explain.
garbage.
He won't let me talk.
Because you're fucking bad.
I know.
My dream watch. I've literally wanted this watch for years.
Two.
No, 4.
No, you just started.
No,
You're upset that Rich just bought
How
it?
come it only took me 2 months to get?
Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
What the fuck? Wait. Can I tell the story? I feel bad now because I wasn't going to wear it,
Yeah.
but it looks so good on me.
It does look really good on you. Yeah. What did that cost?
15,000.
Really? Oh.
Hey, fucking you got it for what it costs?
Yeah.
You're a shit person.
Can I tell you the story?
I fucking hate you.
Can I tell you the story? Listen.
That's a lot of money.
No, it's worth 35
Okay.
on eBay. Oh. Can I explain what happened?
No, I hate you.
Do you want me to
Can
explain?
I try it on?
Oh no. Can I explain what happened?
I hate you.
Can I?
You can do whatever you want because it's the last time we're talking. So
It is.
you can do whatever.
Oh,
do whatever
listen.
you want.
I called my jeweler. I said I want to get my wife a Rolex for Christmas, and I got down there.
I talked to his jeweler, by the way.
I cooked him
I
up.
talked to his jeweler, and I told him, "Hey, dude, if you ever get this,
Listen,
please let me know." In front of him, telling him
you
guys went to the jewelry store together.
He was no, we're on the
I
phone.
didn't.
He said, "I want to get this one." And blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay. I said, I want this. If you get this Sky Dweller, blue dial Sky Dweller, if you could get it, I would really appreciate it. Just give me a call. And what happened, the guy called him and he had my
he
watch.
didn't call me. I got
he
down.
he fucking took it.
No.
He fucking took it, bought it, could have called me and said, buddy,
Yeah.
No.
I know you really want this. It's here. You can
Now,
buy
you-
it. If
you
you don't
can't
want it, if you can't get it, I'm going to get it, but I'll get it for you right now.
Let me
You
explain
can't just
this.
get
Let me
it,
explain. They had a conversation at the jeweler whether they were going to sell it to me or not. They had to decide Who you calling?
Calling my wife to tell her what our friendship's over.
No, it isn't.
And your present, you ain't getting it.
I'll try.
Dawn?
Yeah.
Dawn, you're on my podcast right now.
Okay. I'm
Dawn,
home.
hi, Max. How are you? Dawn, take me off speaker. Dawn, you know Rich Voss, right?
Yes, I know Rich.
Okay, I don't want his name mentioned in the house anymore.
Okay.
I don't want him like if it don't say like even if we meet somebody named Rich, like I know your brother's Richard, I want to call him something else.
Ricky.
Yeah, anything else. Rich went and knows the watch I wanted. You know the watch I want, right?
Yeah.
The Sky Dweller, the blue, right? The one I want, the one I've been desiring. And he knows I want it. I told him all about it. I told him everything. It's the most complex Rolex ever. It's the hardest one to get. And I talked to his jeweler. And if you ever get one, please, I'd like to get it. He bought it behind my back.
I didn't buy it behind your
He
back.
bought it and he came in tonight and he took his jacket off and just put his arm on the table and didn't say anything. Just to stick it in my face. He's got the watch. So our friendship's over. I just want you to know.
Okay.
Okay?
I got you.
You got it?
I
So
got
his
you.
present?
Yeah.
His present on the table, I left it at the house by accident. Throw it out. I'm not kidding. Garbage.
Okay.
I want you to take it, throw it in the garbage. Okay? Tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I love you.
Okay.
I love you.
Okay.
I love you, Max. Bye.
Bye.
Can I explain this?
Sure.
First of all, when I got it,
Yeah.
it was a week before Christmas. You were in Aruba, and I didn't want to tell you and ruin your vacation. I didn't want to tell you that.
How about telling me, Bobby, they have your watch?
First of all,
I'm going to buy it for you right now.
First of all, the
How do you
jewelry
guys have all
store-
this money?
The jewelry, we're headliners.
We don't.
I bought a new car last week.
This guy, I mean, the hole will only be filled.
Yeah.
I hope your new house burns down.
I know, Jesus, my
And the
kid
only
is
thing
there.
that's left is I hope they're in it.
Jesus.
And the only thing that's left is that watch, and that's all you have to look at. Your family's gone. Everything's gone. All of it's gone. Your new car burns. Everything's gone. And all you got is that watch. Is the only thing that survives, and that's all you got left.
Listen, it's just a watch. So what happened?
Sell it to me
was-
for $5.
For $5? I just
5.8, 15.8.
Well, if I sold it to you, I'd sell it to you for 15. I wouldn't make profit on you.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it for 15.8.
15.8.
Yeah.
Oh, that's with the tax probably. You're spilling stuff.
Yeah. I'm spilling my blood.
What's wrong with
'Cause you didn't even want the watch until you.
Well,
found
no,
out.
I mean I like.
He didn't even understand the watch.
Yeah.
He didn't even know about it. And I'll tell you who did this before.
Hey, can you help me set it?
No, I won't help you in the program. If you call me and go, dude, I'm going to drink, I will go, you should. I will fucking send Uber booze to your hotel room whenever shit club you're working.
What?
I'm going to send hookers to your shows so you cheat and lose Bonnie.
When?
I can't believe you did it.
What?
Put your arm down before I lop it off. Mike, here's the story. This is the only story you need to know. Okay. I told him I've been wanting this Sky Dweller. I've been wanting this Sky.
I don't remember.
It's not true. He kept going, what is it? How does it work? And I kept telling him.
Exaggerating a little, but go ahead.
Sound just like that.
I hooked you up with the guy.
He didn't hook me up with shit.
Wall Street. Yeah, the guy,
All right,
the other jeweler.
Listen, dude. He fucking. I told him this is the, and I talked to his guy, and when the watch came in,
he wasn't going to sell it to you.
I would have.
No, he wouldn't have. I listened
but
to me.
he sold it to you, and you could have sold. You could have said, "Dude, I got your watch, and I will fucking
What if
sell
the
it."
jewelry store? What if the jewelry
Did
store?
you get the box?
Yeah.
Did you get everything with it?
Papers, everything. What? Of course, it's a real watch. But here's what I'm trying.
Is that
to say.
fake?
No.
Please tell me it's fake.
I'll show you the
If
receipt.
you tell me it's fake, I will fucking be your friend again.
It's fake.
Is it?
No.
No. I'm throwing your present out, and it was a good one.
No, listen, don't throw my present out.
I'm tossing it in the garbage.
No,
I'm gonna give it to I'm Mike. I'm gonna give you his present.
Thanks.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
Send me your address.
Yeah,
I'll mail it.
I'll text it to you.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna come take you to lunch. I'll give it to you. We'll go to lunch, and then I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I hate him. I want to say it to you. I hate him.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
What a garbage.
I bought Bonnie a watch too, a Rolex.
Yeah. Good.
You can't get Rolexes anywhere. And when I got there, he goes, I got your wife's watch. I went down there, and he goes, I also have this, and we discussed it, and we'll sell it to you. They would listen to me.
You could have sold it to me.
I
you could have
could've.
called me and
I
said,
was
buddy,
thinking about
your
something I wasn't
dream,
thinking.
your dream.
Hey, listen, my dream's to have a tiny house. I'm not asking to have your house.
You can have my house. I'll give it to you. We'll trade. You can have my house.
For a watch.
You'll never come to my house.
Never.
I'll never, ever, ever, ever.
I thought you would be happy for me.
I am not happy for you. I hope you fail at everything.
I already have.
No, like I'm talking everything else.
I can't re-fail.
I hope you fail your license when you have to renew it. I hope you fail everything. I hope you fail it all. I hope you fail your next heart attack test.
Whoa,
I hope
it's
your
a
next
what?
EKG failure. I hope whatever test they do for cancer, it comes back. Yeah, good. I hope that is something. I hope that cough means something more than just a cough. I hope you die and at your fucking funeral after I speak and I lie about what a good person you were. Bonnie goes, he wanted you to have this.
I do.
But you don't think
gives
you're getting a little worked up over a piece of jewelry?
Yeah.
Mike, can I say something to you?
Yeah.
It's not jewelry, Mike. It's the fact that it only took me 2 months. But I felt
4
bad
years
when
I've been trying to get this watch. 4 years has been a mission of mine. I've been trying to get this watch for 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, Patrice, I got my watch, my Breitling Super Avenger white dial, and Patrice went out and bought the same watch. And when I came in, he said, Bobby's got my watch. And everybody at the table was like, why'd you buy his watch? I was like, I didn't. This is I've had it for 2 years. This piece of shit went out and bought my watch.
He did it.
I would never do that.
What kind of watch are you wearing right now?
This is just an Apple Watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
he has a nice Rolex. Not nice. I mean, I have 2 of them.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, my GMT, which I love.
I hope everything burns to the ground.
And
you find out that you are sick.
Well,
you find out that it's a sickness they don't know what it is.
Well, they weren't going to sell the watch to Bobby?
They wouldn't have sold it.
They prefer to sell it to you?
Buddy,
because I'm first customers. They wouldn't sell it to him. I'm telling you. They had to decide.
It doesn't matter. If I was at my AP, right, which is what they call it, APs, right?
Yeah.
If I was at my guy and they said, look, I know your buddy wanted this watch or whatever. If I saw the watch that I know he wanted, I'd be like, dude, I would buy it. I'd be like, listen, bro, I can get you a watch for you right now. I'll buy it and I'll give it to you. Just give me the money.
Yeah.
And I would do that. And I would never take another man's dream.
Mm-hmm.
I would never do it. I would never take another man's dream.
You got to dream higher than watches.
Than a $15,000 Rolex that's worth $35,000? What's higher than that? A sandwich shop? What? A TikTok that does well? What? A podcast that gets a lot of fucking views? No. I'd rather have something that I can actually give my son. Not a fucking
Wisdom.
a failing network.
Wisdom.
Please let that be something. Let that be real. Can I try it on?
That's too tight on me.
Let me try it.
No.
Let me just see it.
You'll just get a fucking.
Buddy, I would never, ever in a million years fuck with a $35,000 watch. You idiot. Show him too. It's
I've never touched something that.
Oh, I hope you fucking smash it out of. And you just don't know. No, we won't. Come on, nobody's gonna fucking let him see.
Okay, it's nice. It's nice and heavy.
It's really nice.
I put it on my wrist.
Go ahead. Don't. It's tight.
Yeah,
It's tight. It's tight. It's even tight on me.
Look at Voss's wrists. They're pretty.
It's too tight. I had a couple links.
Rich, I'm on my podcast right now. You're on the podcast. I'm Rich Voss. You know Rich, right?
Of course.
I'm so. What'd you say? Say that again.
I said, how can I forget a Submariner?
Right, exactly. You know what's the watch I dream of and that I bug you at least once a week and we've talked about for over 2 years. What is that watch?
I don't have a Submariner.
The Blue Dial Sky Dweller.
Right, and you know what fucking Voss got behind my back?
I didn't get it behind.
You know what he got?
What he got that?
He got my fucking watch, Richard.
He did that out of spite.
Of course he did, because you know that he knew that was my dream watch, and he got it. He's got it right here. I want to throw it. I want to throw it.
When did he take his rings off to give somebody a hand job to get that watch?
Who is this guy?
This is Rich.
Rich who?
Down in Soho at Watches of Switzerland.
The one I hooked you up with?
Yeah, apparently. Oh, did you hook me up with that? Oh, really?
Is that the guy he's the fan that I gave you his number? I hooked you up with him. You didn't hook me up with him. I hooked you. Ask him. Ask him who.
Did he hook you up? Did he hook you up? Me up with you, or did we just meet?
So
tell the truth.
I ran into him outside of a liquor store on Spring Street.
What?
And that's when I kind of gave him my card. I was like, oh hey, that's when I actually said I noticed your watch more than your comedy when you were on stage.
Yeah.
And that's that's why I gave him my card.
Yeah, and then I
But
gave
he's
it to
never
you.
given me a call. We've emailed once or twice, but
He's
I don't
this
know, man.
cocksucker got
Voss's comedy.
Yeah, let's not. He's funny. I mean, I agree with you though. He stinks. Yeah, I'm holding it in my hand right now, and I'm fucking sick to my stomach. But so he's a piece of shit. You don't buy somebody else's dream watch, right?
He knew the entire time.
Yeah, of course he knew. You were there when we talked. He knew.
He wasn't there. What are you talking about?
That's like not good, right?
He wasn't there. What are you? I don't know.
To bang somebody's girl from behind their back. Like, I'm interested in this girl. I'm gonna try to. Then one of your friends try to bang that girl.
Okay, thank you very much.
First of all, let me speak to put him over here. Put this fucking fly-by-night jeweler.
Show the
I don't want.
phone. He's not a flyby. This is my fucking friend.
Have you bought anything from him?
Yeah, well, of course I did. I bought a blue dial, date just, fluted bezel.
Is that who you got it from?
Jubilee bracelet.
Okay.
Damn straight.
Okay, so listen. What's his name? Rich. I met him and I hooked you up with him.
Yes.
I called my jeweler a couple months ago. I go, if you get the sky drawer, let me know. So anyhow, before Christmas, listen, I tried to get my wife a Rolex. Everywhere was sold out. Everywhere. So I called my guy. I go, if you get, the ladies' watch, it was like $6,000. I forget whatever. It's a regular Rolex. I go, give me a call. And so he called me. He goes, oh, I got your watch. He was only getting 3 watches. He goes, I got your wife's watch. And I got down there. He goes, and behind his back, he pulls out. He goes, I also got you this. And now, wait a second. So he said, him and the owner discussed whether they would sell it to me or not. Because they probably have a line down the block. So I bought it, right? Because I'm not a dummy. And I didn't buy it going, I just bought it because I know
I mean, is anybody else as bored as I am with this? I mean, this is, what the fuck? Am I Bonnie? Are we on your podcast?
Rich,
I can't do it.
Get that.
I know.
I mean, if you're offered a piece, like something like that,
He should have,
you'd be stupid not to take it. So,
but he
I
should have.
I can't.
He should have got it from
argue
me.
that.
He should have said, Bob, do you want it? Because I'll get it.
they would have the jewelry store.
No, not to them, dumb. Call me. You buy it, and then give me dibs on it. You know it was my. All right, anyways, Rich, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for picking up the phone. And
Hey, if you get another GMT, give me a call.
yeah, I want it. I'll buy it. I want to buy it.
I'll put you on top of my list.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
It won't lock.
I hope it falls off. I hope you get mugged tonight. Oh, how great would that be?
That'd be funny.
If he's walking away and just 4 homeless people with fucking hepatitis and with a needle hanging out of their arm.
See, he even said, how could I not buy it?
Shut up. I'm really I'm happy for you. Good for you.
Are you mad at me if you're mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
You are.
I swear to God.
I called people in the program.
I don't want to talk about it anymore, but I'm not mad.
Yes,
It'd be funny if a homeless person was like, give me the ring, and the boss says no, and they bite his finger off.
Oh, yeah, but that they bite all of them off.
I called somebody.
Everybody, if they bite all his fingers off, they take his ring and that watch just slithers off his wrist and it smashes on the ground.
Yeah.
I even called and I said, what do I do? And I wouldn't wear it. But
So who?
A lady collecting cans.
No, I called a friend of mine that has the same disease as me, and I said, "Listen, I got a watch that I had to get."
The fact that he knew, you understand what he's.
Well, I know you like.
He knows what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't do anything. I just what I didn't
my
do.
dream watch.
Well, I'm not a dummy.
The first thing he did was because I told him he had no idea about this.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be honest.
I learned.
Now, listen,
you had no idea about
wanna-
tiny houses until you learned.
I want to tell him this.
How many
This
times-
is why Voss is.
Does Bobby have a tiny house?
Well, yeah, and I used to tell him for years how bad I want an RV or a little mobile home or a small. And he went out and bought a tiny house, but I didn't go, hey, that's my dream.
Yeah.
Okay, because he fulfilled another dream of his.
Yeah.
He told me about the watch, and I looked at it. I go, that's a nice watch.
That's not true. I'm gonna tell you why he's a piece of shit. Can I explain it to you?
Just a lot of reasons.
No, this is why. He had no idea about this watch.
Well, you got to learn.
Can I say it without you chiming in every 5 seconds?
Okay, you got to learn.
But now he does know about it.
He knew
It's on
he
his
knew-
wrist every night.
But he knew nothing about this watch. He liked the GMTs and stuff like that, right?
The Yachtmaster I like.
He liked the Yachtmaster, but he had no idea about this watch. This watch, the reason why this watch is so valuable and so desirable, first of all, it has the blue dial, but it's $15,000, $15,800 for the watch. With taxes, it's like, it's over that. But anyways, people don't know this. A Rolex, they are a nonprofit organization.
That's not true.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
I don't think that's true. But go ahead.
They just make watches for the out of the good of their heart.
No, it's not
It's
that.
a profit sharing, I think.
People, he's an idiot. Please, he just doesn't know anything.
I know one thing: when to buy a watch.
How to take an opportunity.
Let me see if he picks it. He's not probably gonna. Anyways, nonprofit organization. They make their money, but then they donate the rest. They,
Yeah, that's CEOs get paid and stuff.
Everybody gets paid, but they donate the rest. But they don't have to make like a Breitling when they get a hit watch.
Yeah.
They have to make as many as the other. So when
They flood the market.
when Super Avenger fucking, are you just step on everything anybody says?
I'm sorry.
You jump in like a parrot. He's repeating what I say.
It's my dream watch.
I want you.
Dawn, throw it away, Dawn. Go ahead.
You're gonna love it too. You would have loved it.
You're still gonna give it to me. That's not.
No, I'm giving it to Mike.
Listen.
So anyways, I am so glad to have this week's sponsor, BetterHelp. I always say that. You know I love this company. You know how much I'm into it. I am into bettering your mental health. I've been doing it since I was a teenager. Okay? You gotta ask yourself, what's interfering with your happiness? Is there something preventing you from achieving your goals? Myself, I had anger issues, fear issues, anxiety issues. Being in the show business, a lot of stuff. People think it's fantastic, it's fun. It's not. It's a lot of internal turmoil that I had to deal with. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with a licensed professional therapist, your own. It's not a crisis line. It's not a self-help line. It's a professional counselor, okay? And it's done securely online. Great. Send a message to your counselor anytime you want. You'll get a timely and thoughtful response. Plus, you can schedule weekly videos or phone sessions, all without having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room, find parking, get a ticket. By the time I get to my therapist in New York, I would get there. I would be so pissed off by the traffic and the parking, and then the lunatics I had to pass in the street to get up to a third-story walk-up. I mean, I needed therapy to go to therapy, not with BetterHelp. BetterHelp is committing to facilitating great therapeutic matches so that they make it easy and free to change counselors if you needed to. Okay, that's actually great. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling. And guess what? Bam! I don't have the money. Financial aid is available. The service is available for clients worldwide. Anywhere you're hearing my voice, you can use BetterHelp. Find the particular expertise that you need online. Don't limit yourself to counseling located near you. Okay, this is you get to pick your counselor. You get to choose your times. Licensed professional counselors who specialize depression, stress, trauma, anger. Does that ring a bell? Anything you share is confidential, convenient, professional, affordable, not a crisis line. Not. I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor here at betterhelp.com/dude. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dude. But the thing is,
what
with
is
these watches, I can't tell you now. These watches, because
but it's a Rich Voss style present.
But you can't. Yeah, you might not like it. Yeah,
it's a splash guard.
You can't. it's the reason why Rolex is so like that watch.
They only make a couple.
He had no idea about that watch. I said he goes, I want the Yachtmaster, and I was like, we were talking about like our dream Rolexes that we want to get, and I said I want the Sky Dweller, and I said it's the most, and I schooled him on the whole thing why I wanted it. And it's worth double the price once
More
you get
than
it.
double.
Yeah.
Right, and it's
But
hard.
do you think your listeners care about this? Because I feel like they're all poor.
Don't feel like it.
I don't know if they care.
No, I don't know.
I don't think they care about that. I think they care about
It's the principle.
What a piece of shit
Voss is.
Voss is. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah,
it's the fact that I told him what it was, had no idea, and he saw a way. Just a
I didn't see a way.
Little Voss. I can make money.
No, I'm not
I
selling
can
it.
double my money. I can. I found. I wouldn't even have known about this watch unless. And Bobby. But I want to call them tomorrow. I bet they were like, "Does your friend want this?" And he was like, "No, I'll take it."
Yeah.
They don't even. I bought so much shit from them. They don't.
Your friend want this? Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Probably right.
Here, wipe your shirt.
You wipe your fucking soul. Your soul is going to fucking hell.
I do feel horrible. I wasn't going to wear it tonight.
Why do you not get mugged in New York? Cops died this weekend. You're wearing fucking $72 worth of jewelry. $72. And a fucking. I'm gonna actually.
I want to take his shoes,
dude. I'm gonna walk you back to the car, and as we're walking, he's got a. I'll be like, he's got a $35,000 Rolex.
Let me say,
Where'd you park?
Rich Voss was killed for his sneakers tonight.
Rich Voss, dude.
I thought so.
Who? What? Did somebody have a baby?
Yeah.
They went, hey, we got sneakers for little Junior.
Oh, right.
Oh, I get it. I have small feet, but I'm wearing Tim's tonight.
Who's Tim?
Tim's Timberlands.
Oh yeah. Listen.
I feel horrible.
No, you don't. You.
I do feel horrible. I go.
Listen,
I can't.
I did that. Dane did the same thing. Dane went and bought my watch.
What did he
You're
buy?
the one with the taste.
He bought the Breitling, same watch. Gave me shit about the watch. Everybody gave me, but then they went and bought. And then
I can't wear Breitling. They're too big for me. I have a little hand. A little.
That watch is too big for your wrist.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No, the same size as my GMT.
It's too big for you. Do you still have your GMT?
Yeah.
Where are you getting money?
What? Because I buy a Lexus?
No, because you sell 10 tickets a weekend.
I know. Man, that's bonus. That's bonus.
Bonnie giving you an allowance? Go buy a Rolex. Stop talking to me.
I bought her one too.
Oh my God. Where? From what? Is your money like Leno's gig money?
That's my
like you just all of Bonnie's money pays the bills. Your money.
No, I pay the bills. I pay everything.
Dude, no, you don't.
Listen to me.
Listen, I do every weekend. Dude, there's only 4 people at fucking second show.
It was horrible. It was 20 this week. First show was okay.
Let's move on. I apologize.
For what?
Not to you, to them.
For what?
Having you near me.
There's no reason. God, I didn't get my sign exchange yet.
Can you deal with him? I mean, he's the worst.
What do you mean?
Why I have a friend like him?
Yeah.
Right? Would you do that to me, Mike, if we were like closer?
I don't have $15,000.
I know, but I know.
But if it was like,
if you did
a sandwich or something, or like
if you did, yeah, say like a the fucking Goomba, whatever sandwich is at DeRosa's place.
Yeah.
The Godfather.
Yeah.
Or what is it called? I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite. And you could have. And I was like, dude, they don't have that sandwich anymore. Would you buy it for me, or would you get it for yourself?
Oh, I was thinking of selling it to you, but I didn't want the jeweler to find out.
They won't.
Yeah, they always do when you insure it and do whatever. Yeah, they track these things. I was going to ask Bonnie. I got to give this to Bobby, and then I go, the jeweler will find out. And they won't ever do anything.
I don't want to ever talk about it again.
Oh, let's. I don't want to. Listen.
I want to look at you on Zoom meetings, and when you're talking, I just want to. I mean, when you see me like this, just know I'm looking into your fucking soul.
Open both eyes.
Just call me. Are you being racist to me now?
Oh, you had one eye half dead.
Yeah, it's half dead because I'm fucking half dead.
You guys probably have too much money, though.
I don't have too much money.
No?
No, I don't have fucking too much money. He's got too much money. He's got a fucking what does my wife do? Make fucking chili?
My wife doesn't give
His
me
wife's got
anything.
fucking 9 million fucking projects.
And my wife,
She's got 9 million projects,
right.
writing, directing,
Listen-
selling.
Right. She's
He's on the road selling CDs.
Yeah, that's how I bought my wife's diamond ring.
I know. He's still selling. People are buying his CDs as like a.
It's a joke.
Well, it's not a joke. It's something they hang on the wall. You can't use it. Nobody has a CD player.
Yeah, I do in my new car.
You know what I'm saying?
It came with a CD player.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like
2022
people
Lexus.
still have like those portfolios of CDs and they're flipping through.
I do.
Oh, fuck.
At home.
Bob Kelly, Jim Norton. Oh, let's get this one right. Rich Voss is number 5. Beep.
I got
that.
I'm making my 7th CD now. 7.
Oh God. Well, whatever.
Well, listen. Listen. I'm gassy.
Why am I friends with you? You're gassy because the devil's inside your stomach and your soul.
No.
Yeah, bad things are gonna come to you. I just made it happen.
Oh, good. It just bounced off of me and hit him.
Bad things already happened to him. He's wearing Bill Bixby's outfit.
What are you dress? Are you a substitute teacher?
Fuck.
Anyway.
Kids, calm down, kids.
We were talking about it before.
Fucking wife told me to wear this shirt.
No, she
He dresses you for a
I'm just saying-
podcast.
No. I'm just saying it'd be funny if I was like,
yeah.
boss made fun of my shirt, you stupid bitch. I knew that was a bad idea. You fucking idiot. Stay out of my life.
Thank God he's not going to give us homework.
He does look like a vigilante
know.
teacher in Queens.
Like a driver's ed teacher.
Someone throws a knife at him. He catches it, throws it in the table.
I know. Falling down.
Well, you had we were talking about his podcast before you came up and ruined our friendship. Well, no, his podcast. He was talking about. You did a podcast on the mob.
Mm-hmm.
What was it called again?
It's called The Sit Down with Mike Recine.
What are you doing right now?
My wife sent me a video. I don't know.
Hope it was another shirt. You should have. What's the video?
I don't know. You want me to play it?
No, just play. Tell us what it is.
How you don't?
That'd be funny.
Probably,
if
it's probably the baby.
How do you not have a phone cover?
It's
I got. What size is that?
It's the iPhone 8. That's why
I got a good cover for you. I had an 8. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes. Yeah.
He's not a nice person.
No.
Wait,
I have
He's
an 8.
giving me a phone.
He's
I will.
He's giving you an old phone cover.
It's brand new, basically. Give me your address. I'll mail it
Basically.
to you tomorrow.
Okay.
You have an 8? That's an 8?
Yeah, it's an 8.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Can you not sidetrack my podcast with your boring dribble?
I
Dude,
think
what kind of phone?
God
you have?
rewarded you with that.
What's that?
With that watch, because you're such a great guy.
If you don't think
Sending me a phone.
If you don't think, as we're going back to your car, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, you have a $35,000 watch on your wrist. You're crazy. What's that? What's that for? Your hair? But you were talking about your podcast, but I don't understand it. Why did it die? Are you quitting it now?
Yeah,
Or did you
I think
quit it
so.
already?
Why? Because you're doing mob stuff and you got threatened?
No, but I just got tired of doing it.
How long were you doing it for?
Why did you
Almost
decide to
5
do
years,
that?
I think.
Were you in the mob?
No, just because I felt like I needed some kind of hook for the show. You know, because if somebody says, "Oh, I have a podcast," it's me.
Yeah,
Nobody
you're gonna
really listens.
compare fucking stuff to stuff.
Yeah.
Would you do this or that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheetos or fucking cream, cheese puffs.
Yeah.
Did you have any mob guests that you interviewed? Any mob ex-mobsters?
No.
Oh, okay. So you just
You didn't have any mobsters on it?
No.
You did a podcast on the mob?
Yeah, I'm sure.
From
I could've
what
gotten
town?
Somebody. Huh?
What town?
Just
No,
anywhere.
where were you? Based
Here,
out of
Brooklyn.
in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
You mean where the mob? You mean you were in New York and you didn't have any
I guess
mob
I didn't
guys?
try very hard, but then it's like it's hard to get these people. I think is it?
How is it? No, you just
you just reach out.
dude.
Well,
the mob.
Well, I did-
all the mob guys have their own show.
No, I know, but
Right?
I did Bo Dietl's podcast, and I was like, this will be fun.
Who's
It was
that? I don't know who
the
that
guy. The guy that was in Goodfellas. That he plays the cop in Goodfellas that arrests Henry Hill. He's like a famous cop. And he's in
Right.
a lot of Scorsese movies.
Right? Can
So
we
I
bring
did
him?
his-
Can we bring him up?
So I did his podcast, and I was like, oh, this will be fun, but it was like kind of a rough.
Why was it
It's a
rough?
rough interview. I don't know. It wasn't like we didn't really gel, I guess.
You didn't gel with a mob guy?
Yeah.
No, he's a cop. He wasn't a
He's a
mob.
cop, yeah.
Oh, he's a cop?
Yeah, yeah.
What
But he knew a lot of guys in the
is anybody working on the computer that can bring this guy up?
Yeah, what's his name?
Oh,
Bo Deedle.
Fucking, what are you doing? Fucking playing. I got no games.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking mad at Voss.
Yeah.
I can't even be funny right now. I can't even. Anyways, I'm praying to God right now. My higher power. That's him. Is
Yeah,
that?
he's been in a bunch of Scorsese movies and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Is he?
So
is he
he's-
Italian? Or is he black?
I don't know. He's got to be Italian.
He looks black.
He's black.
Bo.
He might be one of those guys like Brett Ernst.
Maybe he's Italian.
What, he gets laid a lot?
Yeah.
I don't even remember him in Goodfellas.
He must be Italian.
He's the guy that arrests Henry Hill at the end of the movie. He puts the gun to his head when he's in the car, and he says, "Don't move. I'll blow your brains." And Henry Hill says, "For a second, I thought I was dead, but then I knew the guy was a cop because they were too loud."
So you love the mob?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's like interesting, but then after doing the podcast for like 3 or 4 years, I was like, I don't really have much else to talk about. And then the episodes would go on YouTube, and then people would like find the episodes on YouTube and be like, "This is disrespectful to these," you know?
Oh, I'd be scared.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's it
dude.
disrespectful? You didn't trash them, did you?
I didn't trash them, but they were like, "I came here to learn about the mafia, and you guys are just cracking jokes. You and your, yeah."
It's two different worlds.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I used
really,
to.
yeah.
I had.
And then the wife of a guy of a mobster
Oh, boy.
commented on a video, and she said, "Hi, this is so and so. Can you get in touch with me?"
And you did.
I said, "You can email the show," and she never emailed.
Why did she want you to get? Do you know why?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you follow that?
Why wouldn't I? Why
Yeah.
would I?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you just call that and see what she said?
I said you can email the show, and then she never did. I responded to the
Right.
comment. I said you can email us at this
Oh,
email.
okay, yeah.
She never reached out.
Well, you just said, what's your number? She said, will you call me?
She said, "Can you get in touch with?"
Well, who was it? Do
I
you know?
said-
Can you say who it was?
Yeah. Do you know Michael Franzese?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Who's that?
His wife.
Who's Michael Franzese?
She said, "This is Denise Franzese. Can you?"
You'll know when Nikki brings him up. He's
Yeah,
he's
in a
on
lot of-
everything now.
He's on everything.
Oh,
He's on
he's
every.
an
He just
actor?
got into a fight with Sammy the Bull.
With Sammy the Bull. Yeah.
Him and Sammy the Bull just got into
Got
a big
into
fight.
it.
Yeah.
This guy.
Wait,
He's in every
His
like,
father.
Yeah.
Explain to what he is.
They were in the Colombo. His father was like a high up in the Colombo family, and then
Right.
he had this like gas tax. He was like a bright guy, but he had this gas tax or something
Yeah.
that he figured out.
Yep.
oh wait,
made
is this guy
millions.
really in the mob, or he was
Yeah.
on?
Yeah. He was.
He's really in the.
But he got out.
He was really in the mob, but he got out. Now he's like a Christian motivational.
Yeah, he's a Christian. His life's together, but he made a lot of money.
Oh, the gas tax. What movie was that in? That was in something where they were.
It was in a couple documentaries where he talks about it.
Oh, I saw that. I saw the documentary.
Yeah, inside the
Did he bring
American
up-
mob.
No,
or
the
something.
New York
He's in
mob. It was about.
The 5 families.
Well, there was one Chicago mob, New York mob,
yeah.
different episodes, and
Nikki, bring up his Wikipedia. Right there.
how did
Yeah.
he get out? How did he get out of it?
I
Well,
think he went into witness protection.
I had one guy. I forget what his name today. I was
he's
wa-
all over the internet.
I was watching one guy today, and he's like, he was in jail for murder. I think he did 10 years. I think 10 years is murder. Something like that. Something
Because he
outrageous.
cooperated.
Well, they never caught him red-handed. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But they was like, do you consider yourself a rat? And he was like, no. He goes, they ratted.
Yeah.
So you rat on me, I rat on you. That's not me being a rat. You're the fuck. And he was so disgusted with the mafia and all these people that just. He goes, why didn't you go into witness protection? For what? He goes, for what? It's like, dude, that's just some tough shit.
Wait, they ratted him. That's why he went to jail.
The mob, a lot of these guys, man, got pinched, got banged. I mean, Giuliani, if I'm mistaken, you probably know more about it than me. He went after the mob.
Yeah.
And it's almost sad because
Self-hating it.
even if you watch like that Don Rickles movie, what was it called? What was it called? The documentary? Mr. Warmth. Every comic in there was like, when the mob ran Vegas, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so cool because they just knew how to take care of people.
Yeah.
They knew the bottom line. They would make more money
Yeah.
if they took care of us. And as soon as Howard Hughes and the industry took over.
Like
and
the corporations, right?
corporate America came over. Corporate America ruins everything.
Yeah.
And they ruined Vegas.
Yeah.
Because they cared about, they wanted money. They wanted the coffee place to make money.
Right.
They wanted the breakfast place to make. They wanted everything to be profitable.
Right.
The mob were like, dude, as long as we're
Let's have a
making
good
that
time.
money on,
Yeah.
we're getting that skim off the gambling.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And they used to have, the lounges were the shit in Vegas back in the day. The lounge. So you have the big room, but then
it
like
got
Don
you-
Rickles would play the lounge. And Frank
that's
Sinatra
fun.
would bring in everybody, and they'd come in and they'd go on stage in those little fucking weird lounges at the Stardust and all, and it was the place to be. And you stay out all night and you're banging, you're partying, you're eating.
Yeah.
But they couldn't now. The mob, it's too big. The mob could not do Vegas now.
The mob's corporate now. The mob,
Yes, and so
I mean, a lot of them make legitimate money now,
yeah, of course they have businesses. They have money, to
which
start.
sucks.
Yeah.
But-
That's kind of the interesting thing about John Gotti too is like he lived in a small house in Howard Beach, and he wasn't really like Paul Castellano lived in a big mansion.
Yeah.
And then but Gotti was just like, yeah, I kind of like living here in my tiny house, and it wasn't really about making as much money as possible.
It was about the lifestyle.
It was, but yeah, it was about the yeah.
Yeah, being the Don.
Yeah.
And looking like $1 million
And being like a star.
And yeah, coming in and they used to, for the 4th of July and certain things,
Yeah.
they used to give turkeys out and shit like that. And
That's what a friend of mine said. He was a black guy from East New York that I worked with, and he said that John Gotti would come around to East New York and like hand out fireworks and stuff.
What kind of watch did Gotti have?
I don't know. Not one that nice. Because
I like the mob. I knew whatever. I knew people
Yeah.
in Boston that I don't know if they were in the mob, but whatever, they were close to it.
yeah, the personalities are really
There's a club
interesting.
I
Like
worked
the
with in Boston. I don't want to say the name, but he was
say
a
it, Nick's.
mobster. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick's.
yeah.
Yeah, no, you can say it. It's
I
not
didn't
there
say it.
anymore.
Huh?
I
yeah.
used to work the door at Caroline's. Do you remember Colin Kane?
Yeah.
So he was on stage one time, and so Mike DiStefano was on the show as well, and Mike brought a couple of his
Love Mike,
friends.
yeah.
yeah,
Mike knew real guys.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Mike would be like, buddy, you come with me. We'll go up to Rayo's. We'll walk right in. I'm like, you mean the place that you can't walk right in? He goes,
Yeah.
no, we can.
yeah.
Who? Mike DiStefano, the comic, or
Yeah.
DiStefano? Wait,
Mike DiStefano.
Mike DiStefano.
Chris DiStefano.
you
Mike
don't-
DiStefano.
Mike, who died?
Who died? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was he knew all those.
I wish it was you.
That's not nice. So what about? Go ahead, tell the story. About,
Also, by the way, my wife said that before Chris DiStefano went on stage at the Patrice benefit, you were like, Patrice would have hated you, by the way.
Why would you say that?
I didn't say that. He said I said that.
Yeah.
He said I said that.
My wife said you said that.
Did I
say
say-
my wife's a liar?
You said it.
Then I said it. I
You
just
said
joking.
to a guy before he's going
No,
on
I didn't
stage.
say that. Mike said I said that, and then when he got off, I go. Not only I didn't say it to Mike. Mike went on and made that up and goes.
Mike who?
DiStefano.
You mean Chris?
Chris DiStefano went on.
Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I
might
feel
get
horrible.
that watch tonight. If you if something happens, if you pass out, I'm taking it.
Hey, Chris DiStefano went on.
Yeah.
And he goes, Voss said Patrice would hate me, which I did. I go, so after he was done, I walked on. I go, not only Patrice, Saget, and Norm MacDonald would have hated you.
Yeah.
that's what I said.
I was on a show with Saget at Skankfest, and
Yeah, me
I saw,
too.
and I got off stage, and then you were texting me, so I didn't get to watch Bob Saget.
I
was like, I'll see
hosted
you
that.
again.
I hosted that show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you were on.
Yeah. I was like, I better go help Bobby with roast jokes.
I'm sorry,
I'll get
buddy.
another chance to see Saget. Now
I
it's
fucking sat at
Well, that you learned a valuable lesson.
yeah.
the L.A. Times. Someone called me and goes, "Do you want to do an article in the L.A. Times about Saget?" I go, "No, I didn't. I mean, I knew him. I had
did
his
it.
number. You did it?" And I
Yeah,
said,
but
no.
I said that. I said, listen, I don't know him like that, so you should whatever. But I said the person I did know was one of the nicest guys I've ever met in the business.
Yeah.
And I mean, just a quick something. You could have, know him. You
Yeah, I
talked
know.
to him.
Yes, I got his number on my phone.
Yeah,
But
I knew him.
Yeah, but there's guys that were close to him that should be in the article, not You know, I mean, I sat in the dressing room for 45 minutes.
But it's good. It's good to have somebody who was a little bit on the outside, because there's a lot more people that have that relationship with them.
Yeah.
Than close.
They're like, who's Rich? Rich Voss has a shiny watch. We should get him. We should get his opinion on.
And then they wouldn't say, who's Rich Voss? That's ridiculous. There goes your fucking iPhone cover.
Yeah.
Holy
I'm glad you didn't hook up with Bob.
I'll tell you who was the nicest, sweetest guy was Louis Anderson. Have you ever met him?
Yeah.
Nicest.
He called me.
Funny.
I was driving home from Laughlin, Nevada at one of the saddest moments of my career. I was opening for Bruce, the little guy, Bruce something.
Bruce Fine?
That was
the little guy. Bruce Fine.
Yeah, that worked with the Wayans brothers.
Bruce Fine.
This little guy.
Little
He was this big.
Yeah.
And he was headlining, and I was middling, and I was so sad. The Laughlin is just so fucking sad. And I'm driving home in the middle of the night. I'm exhausted. I just want to pull over and go to sleep. And my phone rang, and it's like, hello? I'm like, who's this? It's Louie. Is this Robert? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I saw Tourgasm. You're amazing. I
know. He's so
I was like, thank you, Louie. He's like, I just wanted to let you know how wonderful you are. You're so, I see bit that blah, all this stuff. And I was like, thank you so much. And he made me smile, just his voice, that it got me home.
Oh, yeah?
To
He
think
got your
that-
number?
I fucked him.
Nice.
I went right to his house.
Good.
He's like, come over now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Turn around. I'm in Laughlin. I'm doing the weekend.
I'll tell you, driving home, I was working in Florida, Miami. So I'm down there, and this is when Colin
You can just
Quinn.
say Miami.
No, wait till you see it.
We know where Miami is.
So Colin Quinn and all these people were doing HBO specials.
I want to hear this fucking Colin Kane story.
Oh yeah, tell us to Colin.
You
it's
sidetracked.
not.
I didn't do it. You did it.
I didn't do it.
Who did it? Go back. This is the new part of the show where you go back and you find out who done it. Was it Bob and his fucking big mouth, or was it Voss and his dumbness, where he just keeps interrupting people with his own
don't
thoughts?
interrupt.
Blue, Rolex, Bonnie's doing great.
Oh, and Louis called me. I was crying, and Louis said, "You're so funny." I said, "Thank you." That got me to the border. Once I hit the fucking California.
All right, you got it. Don't. You have a tendency to kill it. Don't do it. I won't let you do it.
What happened to Colin?
What happened to Colin Kane?
Well, I was just Mike DiStefano had these friends that came to the show, and then they were talking a lot, and then Colin Quinn asked me, or no, I'm sorry, Colin Kane asked me to go over.
Two different people.
Yeah.
Very
different.
Asked you to what?
He asked me to go over and kick them out, and then I
Why? Because they were talking during the
they
show.
were talking during the show, and then I walked over, and the guy was like a pretty big guy in a nice
Wait a
suit.
minute. So Mike brought these
Mike
guys down.
DiStefano
Was
brought
he on the
people.
show?
He was on the show.
Middling or what?
It was a showcase.
So
So it was like
he-
a late night showcase.
Everybody's on the show, and Colin Kane is on a showcase or headline.
He's on a showcase.
So he's on a showcase too.
Yeah.
And he's telling you
Me to kick.
as another comedian.
Well, I was working the door.
Okay, you were working. I get you.
Yeah. So he's like, "Can you kick them out?" And then so I went over, and I was like, "You guys got to keep it down." And the guy was like, "Dude, it's a comedy show. Relax." And then I walked away. And then Colin was like, "Why didn't you bounce them?"
Right. Why did you? But you worked. That was your job.
Yeah, because they would have killed him.
They would have probably killed me.
Did you talk to Mike about them?
No,
You never talked to Mike about his friends?
no.
Why?
Because I didn't. I guess I was scared of the guy, and
Don't
like it
guess.
was kind of. I don't know.
Did Colin say anything to them?
No, but he was like, "Why didn't you kick them out?" He wanted me to kick them out.
Is that his voice? I've never talked to him. Is that the way he talks?
Yeah, kind of.
Say it again.
He's like, "Why didn't you bounce them?" Because it's not a good look if I tell them they got to go and then nobody kicks them out. So he
Right.
wanted me to kick them out.
He didn't want to deal with it.
This guy who was like clearly, yeah.
Yeah.
You work at
Member.
Caroline's when Idris worked there?
Idris.
Idris.
Not
I
Idris, yeah.
did 50 shows with him. Did
Yeah.
you work there with him?
No.
Well, you were there
I
late.
did, yeah.
Yeah, you worked with him
He
too.
let me in the Christmas party.
It was
one year
so
when
nice.
My name was. They invited me. My name wasn't on the list. I showed up and I was like, "Hey, Robert Kelly," and the girl was like, "I don't have you."
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck this!" I was so mad. 'Cause I didn't want to
the one
go.
that was upstairs in the place.
What? And then he just goes, "Bobby, come on, he can go. He's fine. Go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Thanks, brother."
The nicest guy. He was so nice, and I want to run into him because he'll remember us. He would remember.
Not me.
Oh, easily.
But he's not- let me tell you, you don't know famous people, do you?
Are you kidding me? I ran into fucking what's his name?
Oh boy, that's how famous he is.
No, the
not
guy.
De
He's
Niro.
very famous.
It's not
From Hotel Rwanda.
God.
John Cheadle.
Yeah.
And he came up to me at the golf course. He goes, "Hey man, you're fucking great on the show." He was friends with the director when I was on Last Comic. When I was on Last Comic, he goes, "I'm friends."
So when you were on TV, another guy from TV recognized you. That's not too far of a stretch. He's not going to. If he,
I guarantee,
I don't know
if Don Cheadle walked down the street with Bonnie, who was directing his movie, he would walk by you. He wouldn't even know.
First of all, he would go, "Nice watch." That's the first thing he would say. He would go, "Is that the Sky Dweller?"
Do you remember me from Last Comic Standing?
Yeah.
She
Hey, listen,
Nobody remembers the show.
I know.
Never mind the people on it.
Yeah.
No, he'll remember because he was friends with the director, and I saw him at the golf course, and he goes, "Hey, you're great on the show." And like a dummy, I go, "Can we take a picture together?" And then his eyes dropped. I went from Pierre.
You think he knows the things you say about black people?
I don't say anything negative about black people.
Not to their face.
No.
I recorded you saying it to me.
That's okay.
I'm going to release that tomorrow unless you hand over that fucking watch, you bitch.
What do you call it?
Look how nervous.
Whatever happened to college? Whatever happened to
You know,
college?
nervous you got? You hear that?
I'm not nervous. Are you kidding me? I grew up.
I shouldn't be a rat.
You are right. I can't believe we were talking about those. I knew guys in Boston. I was just talking. One of the kids, he wasn't in the mob, but he got adopted by a guy who was definitely in some shit.
Yeah.
And he was the nicest guy in the world. I loved him. He was like one of my closest friends when I first started comedy. Like I hung out with Burr and Patrice at the clubs, but most of the time I hung out like in the North End with all these guys.
Yeah.
I was waiting tables too. Like this guy, Jamie, just got me the job because it was easy money, cash, and I could do comedy. And it was so fucking wild. I love those guys.
Firm. Didn't you do a private party for mobsters?
I did. Yeah, he called me up one time. He was like, "What are you doing on the 14th?" And I was like, "Nothing. I thought we were going to do something." He goes, "Good, you got a gig."
Oh.
I'm like, "Where?" He's like, "Ming's." I'm like, "Ming's has been closed for 10 years. Not anymore. Come down now." And he was like right down the street from my house. I go down to this Chinese restaurant that's hasn't been opened in my life. And there was lights and Mercedes and Cadillacs in the parking lot. And I go in, there's Italian guys, just wife beaters in the corner playing poker. I sit at the table with Steven and this other guy. And this guy, Moosey, walks up. This guy, he's fucking like 7 feet tall and 7 feet wide. "I heard you're going to do the show. I hope you're good." And I was like, "What show?"
Yeah.
Steven just told me, "I got this guy."
Right.
And I sit down and Steven goes,
how do you put a set list together for a gig like that?
He goes, "Listen, Joe the Barber just got out of Fed prison or some shit, and we're throwing a bash here. And you're going to do it. We're going to do comedy." And he goes, "It's the wives. So you got to be really respectful. You can't be an asshole. It's not the girlfriends." So I panicked. And then I'm sitting down and they had ribs and rice. And then this dude came out with lasagna.
Yeah.
He goes, "My mother just made us." And he put it on the table. It was so good.
Yeah.
I was eating Chinese ribs and rice and lasagna. And so I went and I got this kid from Lynn, an Italian guy, Italian comic that wasn't good. He sucked. But I was, "This is perfect. He's going to go up. He'll do all right. Open the show up. He'll blow. I'll go up and knock the doors off for 25, 30 minutes." I show up late. It's right down the street from my house. I show up late. The show started. I'm outside. I hear, laughing. And I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" I go on. He's murdering.
Yeah.
He had 15 minutes of Italian jokes about his mom and his grandma. And he's on stage going, "Why would you do that?" And they're fucking murdering.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like,
They're not very bright people.
dude.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Dude, that guy Moosey walked out and goes, "You better be as funny as him."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I'm not." I don't have any.
You were new, right? You were new?
No, I had jokes, but they will only work in that situation if he bombed. I can't follow a guy murdering with what they find funny. Do you know what I mean? Like if he needs to bring the bar down terribly, and then I come up, and even if I stink, I'm good. And I was definitely new. And I went up and Moosey, I remember this guy grabbed the chair, turned around, and just sat right in the front row staring at me. and it was dead silent. And all these mob guys in suits.
Oh my God.
Just looking at me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. I go, this guy was supposed to bomb.
Yeah.
And I go, I got this fucking gorilla. Yeah. And it was like that pause.
Yeah.
And the place, they called him a gorilla. And they fucking, Moose was like, what the fuck? I'm not a gorilla. And he was just, oh, fucking, all right. And then I go, and who's Ming? And they were like, he's in the kitchen. He loved the horses. That was when they drag out this old Chinese guy, Ming.
That's who was in jail?
No, that's the guy who owned the place.
Yeah.
And he bet the horses, so they took the place and fucking sizzled it to the ground and just kept it. And they made him come back and cook for them while they opened it back up for this. And he's on the stage with me. I'm on stage with this guy. And he's like, hello. And he's just this old, didn't speak really English. He's like, hello. And he's just, it was weird. And I trashed Ming. I trashed him. And then I trashed them, and I got off, and I was like, thank God. I mean, it would have been a bad
We did. Yeah. There used to be a mob club in Brooklyn, Tickles.
You sure it wasn't a strip club?
It was either Tickles or Toppers. There were two. And what's his name?
There wasn't a pedophilia club? No. Be a great name. If you were to open one of those in Germany somewhere.
Yeah.
Come to Tickles.
And Levy was on. Levy does crowd work and stuff. And they were going to kill him.
Yeah.
And they were really going to fucking either kill him or beat him up. And the owner had to talk the guys out.
What did he say? Do you remember?
He was just fucking with people in the audience.
Yeah.
But these guys were all connected.
Yeah.
Some of them were probably made.
Mm-hmm.
And he's fucking, whatever. He has no clue. He's just doing fucking horrible crap. I mean, not being horrible. Yeah. And the owner had to talk to the guys because he was connected. And he said, just get the fuck out of here. Just get out of here.
Yeah.
They would have fucked them up.
Dude, I was at a club where this mob guy he threw a shoe at the fucking comic. Took his shoe off. He was saying stuff. And the comic said something back, and it went back for a second. He took his, this really fancy Italian leather shoe and hummed it at this fucking kid. And the kid was like, what the fuck? And nobody did anything. And then he goes, give me my shoe back. He made the kid walk over and hand the shoe back that he just threw at his fucking head. Listen, mob guys, I know that I get it. It's crime and all that.
Yeah.
But
they're a little sensitive, right?
Huh?
They're a little sensitive.
No, it's respect. You got.
Yeah.
Is this the shit you did on the podcast? Is this why you got people fucking?
Well, you just think that if you've killed people, you could take a joke about yourself or what?
No, actually, the exact opposite.
Yeah.
If you murder people, your sense of humor is limited.
We used to do.
I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, you alternative loser. You guys should take a joke, right? No, they murder people.
We were doing it.
What do you think they find?
No, but
beating up different races funny.
Yeah.
That's not really.
Yeah, there's
hey, you see what we did to that fuck?
And they don't hit you with a bat and go, did you hear this one?
But Mike DiStefano one time was like, tough guys laugh and have a good time, and punks get offended.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
I guess
you're right.
it depends on what you're.
We were doing.
Can't ask him. So
yeah,
we were doing a club. It was called Michael's up in.
Do you know that Mike? I was supposed to meet him for lunch one day, and he said he was actually meeting you, and I didn't meet him for lunch, and then I haven't seen him since. So back at you with the Bob Saget thing.
So we used to do this club Michael's or something up in Westchester. But it's where the Giants. The
names of his clubs suck.
No, there was one.
Mikey O's.
Michael's. It was where the Giants had their spring training, so they used to come in the shows.
Stevens Comedy Club.
And
yeah, I know.
This comic was on Harry Freeman.
Watches.
And he was fucking bombing, right?
Right.
And one of the Giants, it was either LT or one of them yells, "Get off." He goes, I have to do this and get my money. And they yell, how much you getting paid? He goes, $60. They go, here's $100. Get off. They give him $100 to quit.
Yeah, dude. I like mob guys. I know I know you're not supposed to because they kill people and stuff like that.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
It bums me out that they figured out how to get to him, and it bums me out that because I love that code of honor. I mean, I just love that shit where men are just, you don't do this, You don't do that. You don't rat. You don't fuck. And they have this thing and this
You
thing
don't
of
fuck other
ours.
guys' wives.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't hurt women and children.
Yeah. You don't buy a watch that your friend likes.
If we were in the mob,
Yeah. They would be killed.
No.
oh, I'd have to run it by the uppers, but I'm sure I'd get to beat them.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd get to do something. I'd get that watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If I was an upper, if I was his boss, if I was bigger than him in the mob, I would take. Not only would I take those rings off his finger right now, I'd take that watch.
If I was a sculptor, but then again, who knows? Or a man who makes potions. That's an Elton John song. Sorry.
I hate it. Yeah, well,
we used to. I did a mob club in Brooklyn once, the Brown Derby. That was well-known mob.
Yeah.
And I was scared to death. I just did no crowd work. And this is when I first started. I stunk.
Right.
I mean, I stink now, but I stunk. And you don't know how you get these gigs.
It's funny now. I'm less scared of a mob guy or an Italian guy. I'm more scared of a rich white woman that used to be good looking.
You know,
scares me to no end.
Yeah, yeah.
Or some girl with pink hair.
Or with a phone and she's filming you. And
Yeah.
she's like, what did you say?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm
pretty
petrified of two young girls with wool hats on inside.
Yeah.
I was the guy who does my tattoos. He builds motorcycles. He's friends. You know, he has a big outdoor thing every year. He has all this property, and he goes, "You want to host it?" You know, and I go, for $1,000 worth of free tattoo work. I go, yeah, why not? It'll be fun. And it's all bikers. And
We don't need to know all the details.
So I get there, I go on stage, and it's all fucking Hell's Angels. And I just go up to introduce myself, and I go, I got to get out of here. Because if I say the wrong thing to one guy, they'll kill you.
Yeah.
They'll fucking beat the fuck out of you.
Right.
So
Isn't that just when you do your material, though? Like,
I mean, sometimes you can't.
Not when they're outside and it's tense and music and everything.
Sometimes you have to
do crowd work.
You have to. You know, like I it's like that thing where shit. Sorry guys. It's that thing where you're when Deadpool, they had to like kill him to make his X-Men power happen.
I didn't see it.
You never saw Deadpool? No. Why did you have to say it like you're better than me?
I didn't
he is.
No, but you said it in a tone, oh, I don't watch that shit. That's what I heard.
Oh no, I was trying to make the joke like it was a spoiler. But
anyways, I'm kidding. Whatever. Well, now the thing doesn't make sense. I mean, your personality just kills things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Probably autism or something.
No problem.
It's probably some form of autism. Mild.
No problem. You can't hold my eye for fucking 3 seconds without one eye trying to rip that way and count something. Yeah. It's all right. Don't worry about it, Racine.
Oh, finally my special's coming out.
Are you doing this now?
I'm looking to see so I can promote it.
Oh, God, I hate him. I really do. Why am I friends with him?
Guess what? I'm a good guy.
You're not.
I didn't tell you when you were in Aruba I had it. I didn't want to ruin your vacation. I didn't.
Do you see how it's all about him, though?
No, it's about you. I don't want to.
No, he's saying I don't want to get back into it.
I'm a good guy.
Good for the watch. I hope the watch lasts a long time. I hope you enjoy it forever. I really do. I hope you enjoy the watch. I'm happy for you.
I love you that you have a tiny house.
I'm happy for you. You'll never be invited.
Well, I can't fit. It's a tiny house. You can only have one person.
6 people in my house.
Can I come?
No.
I'll bring a fishing pole.
You'll never come to that ever. Unless you let me have that watch.
What about your next barbecue?
No, we're not coming to that. I want to invite you to that. Not because of the watch, just because you two fucking vegans are a pain in the ass. I'm going to put your beet burgers on my fucking grill and ruin my fucking grill.
I'm not a vegan. I'm a vegetarian.
Hey, guy, we brought our own burgers. Oh, great. Let me throw that horse shit on my grill and fucking cook it for 7 hours. I don't even know when it's done. You cook it for 4 hours. It's the same color as when you put it on.
Yeah.
Fucking beet burgers. Eat it.
Impossible burgers.
Oh, it stinks. You're impossible to fucking cook for. You and your fucking stupid couscous family.
Oh, there's no need for anger and
I'm
resentment.
sorry. You're right. You guys come whenever you want.
I feel horrible now. I really do.
You should, Voss. You're a
No, that I didn't. I felt that I didn't wear both of them.
It's all right. It will come back to you, dude. No, dude. Karma is a good. I believe in karma.
I said that today. I believe in.
Yeah, I believe in it too, and I believe that a fucking lightning bolt will hit a tree and smash down on your new Lexus, and your arm will be out, and it will cut that arm off, and you'll wake up, and they'll be like, "Where's my watch?" And they'll be like, "We didn't see a watch," and some firefighter has it on his wrist.
Firefighter.
Yeah.
What model is your Lexus?
It's 2022 ES.
He's got a brand new Lexus, and he has to get a watch. Nothing fills the hole in that little tiny belly.
He's empty.
Oh, Mike. He's empty. He's emptier than fucking anything. He's emptier than that.
Oh, good ad-libbing.
I had nothing. I was thinking about something. I was trying to do something.
He's emptier than a canteen in the desert.
I was going to do a Waterworld reference. He's emptier than that oil tanker in Waterworld that Dennis Hopper. But then it was just going too much. It was too wordy. You got anything? Punch it up, Racine. What do you got?
All right.
He's emptier than
my mother's womb. My mother's pussy.
That's good. All right. Well, you don't have to go dirty. I mean, yeah, the womb was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing this Mafia podcast, and John Gotti's daughter called me and said, "Get in touch with me," and I didn't do it. I said, "Email me."
Was it John Gotti's daughter?
No. How the fuck?
No.
You could have the biggest podcast on the planet. You interview them. You get people that you get cops.
No, but he can't because he's
Why?
too. I could do it because we have some type of decorum, a little respect for these people. This guy's a lunatic. He will go for the fucking laugh, and his child will be fucking in danger. You understand? He has to stop doing it. He's not mentally fit to do a podcast about murderers while the murderers are still around. Like all those guys are getting out of jail now.
Yeah.
And they all have podcasts.
Yeah.
So when their friends and family find out that they're doing which is it's nuts to me.
Yeah.
That the Mafia, the code of silence, and now they're literally on iTunes is fucking baffling to me. The world is upside down.
Yeah, but
but it's almost like it's all fake.
You think these are? Well, didn't they have?
What do you mean?
Like all these values that they espouse, they're not real.
Well, that's old
Just
school
bullshit.
stuff. But wait, there was a TV show like Mobsters' Wives or something, right?
Mob wives.
Yeah.
And they were real.
VH1.
Were they real? Were they real?
Yeah.
mob?
Yeah. Sammy the Bull's daughter was on it.
No.
Yeah,
Well, what was the one with the kids with the great hair?
Growing Up Gotti?
With the great hair.
I think that was Growing Up Gotti.
Remember the
On
kid's
A&E.
hair was
Yeah.
so fucking.
Yeah, it was Victoria Gotti.
And she lived in a mansion.
Yeah.
In her dad's mansion, right?
Yeah.
Or was it hers?
It might,
Her
I
husband.
don't know.
Where did they live in Not in Staten
I
Island.
think it was
right?
Staten Island, right?
It might have been.
Toad Hill. Well,
Maybe.
that was where. That's all the nice houses over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Some big.
But that was so fascinating to watch them just be a regular family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I knew people like that in Boston. I remember one year I was at, I worked at this restaurant, and a guy came in, Richie, whatever. I'm not going to say his whole name, but his name was Richie, and he just got out of prison. And my friend Steven was like, "Barbie, I want you to sit down and have dinner with us." So I sit down and have dinner with him and Richie, and this guy was a serious, you could feel his energy was so alpha and so, it was just intoxicating
Yeah.
to be around that type of person.
Yeah.
And we sat and we had lunch, and I was like, hey, and he was telling me he's a comic, he's trying to be that, blah, blah. And he's like, I like you. You're a good kid, whatever. And I'm sober. I don't drink. I don't do, I worked with kids, juvie hall and all that shit. I had no part of that life. And so I'm driving around one night, and this other kid was a friend of mine who was in comedy. He ran a couple comedy clubs, was, kind of side queer, right? And
Go ahead.
I got a call.
I've never heard that term before.
Side queer?
Yeah.
Yeah, side queer. And I get a call. This is when you had to use payphones. I had a pager, I think. I got a page. I call the number at a payphone. It's this guy.
The
Hey,
side
Bobby.
queer? The side queer?
No, Richie. Bobby, this is Richie. What are you doing? All mob guys say that to you, by the way. What are you doing? and you should always have something in the can.
Hmm.
I'm at my grandmother's. I'm going to my mom's. I'm on a date because if you
They're trying to
say
get you to
nothing,
do- if you say nothing,
if you say nothing, good, commit, you're in.
shitty friends do that too. They go, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
Yeah.
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 Can you help me move?
No.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So he goes, "What are you doing?" And I fucked up. I said nothing because I was just panicking. He goes, "Come over," and he gave me his address. That's when you had to like find. There was no MapQuest.
Yeah.
Like I had to ask people. Like I had to drive. It's over by the. You had to give landmark by the cemetery, by the the sub shop, and take a left. You had to like pull over. You had to get to the sub shop and then go. Hey, where's blah? It's right there. And I got to this house, this beautiful house. The statues out front. It was really nice. And I opened the door and there he is. And he's like, "Hey," and I go on the table and there's my friend, my side queer friend at the table, looking like. I'm like, are they going to kill him? Like, he was like, "Hey, what's up?" I was like, "What are you doing, man?" And he was like, "Don't tell them. Like, don't." He was related to them.
Oh.
He was like, "Dude, please. Nobody knows." You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, it was so fucking
But why did
weird.
he tell you to come over?
Well, the guy, he talked to him. He knew, he's a guy, I know him. He's a guy talking to this kid. He's in, oh yeah, he's a friend of mine. Get him to fight. And he goes, so I go over there and I'm sitting at this guy's table, the nicest fucking people, the wife, the kids, and they were so fucking awesome. So nice and so interesting and so charismatic. And
That's Richie and his family.
his family. And then he goes, "What are you doing for Thanksgiving?" And I'm like, "I'm having it with my family."
Yeah.
He said, "Come over."
Yeah.
I had to leave my family on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Bring your
good.
family.
Good. That's good.
I left my family. My mom's like, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to Richie's house." And I had to go over to his house.
That's smart though.
He was like the little kid.
Why?
He was like the
Because
kid.
why do you want to hang out with your shitty family on a holiday when you could,
He's like the kid in Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
That was hanging.
Yeah.
Collagino.
But he's like 35.
Yeah. I'm Falagino. Fazio. Dude, I had to leave my family. It was the weirdest thing. And I go over there and I'm sitting there on Thanksgiving with this family and it was awesome. The food was way better. I had an Irish Catholic family. It was like fucking garbage. I go over there. It was just fucking homemade meatballs. The wife was like, "Do you like lasagna?" I'm like, "Yes." It was, and I'm sitting in the living room. It was crazy. But I just think those people are fascinating and really cool and charismatic. And it sucks that you really can't be too
It sucks
close.
that they murder people.
It sucks that they murder people.
If you could remove the murder out of it,
Well,
it would be.
I don't know about that either because because they do kill bad people.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just killing women and children,
No.
right?
No, they don't do that.
It depends who they kill.
Who do mob guys kill? Other people.
Each
that fuck
other,
'em, right? Each other,
usually.
right?
Well, unless you own a store and you're not paying
And
your
I guess-
fucking.
That's a weird thing. That
But they don't really kill cops or like prosecutors or judges either because it's just too much
Yeah.
bad attention.
Well,
Like,
right?
the Mexican cartels will do that.
They'll kill anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mexican cartels kind of took over, correct?
Yeah, I think.
Because there's a loyalty to them that is you'll just be murdered.
Yeah. I don't know as much about them.
Yeah,
Well-
please don't do a podcast on that.
On the Mexican
No,
cartel.
they'll
I don't want you cracking jokes.
Okay,
on-
everybody.
Let me tell you something. You watch all those shows. They're ruthless.
Yeah.
The card. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
They go after innocent people too.
What do you mean?
Like there's some documentary that I watched where there was a lime farm or something, and the owner of the lime farm didn't want to pay the cartels, so the cartels like wiped out the workers of the lime farm, just these like poor farmers, the kids and stuff too.
Yeah,
They
they
killed like 15 people.
wow, that's
Because the
fucking-
owner of the farm didn't want to.
and they probably killed them in a vicious way too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They decapitate people.
they hang
Like
you
just
from bridges.
people who like aren't even involved.
They hang you from bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. That's like that in the.
Imagine if your boss didn't want to pay a cartel guy, and you just you're just working at Burger King or something, and he kills all the Burger King workers.
He just comes in and you just get wiped out one day because your dumb boss didn't give him free burgers.
Yeah.
And $36 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood that though. Why do they tax the local businesses?
Because it's just about making as much money, I think.
Yeah, but how much money are you really making off a local? Like what, $500 a week? What is?
Yeah,
it?
but it's a lot of business.
I wonder because they never tell you what that is. In the movies, they always just
Protection. Yeah, the
It's
protection.
like you
racket.
got the money. We're gonna put, and it's like they give him this little envelope, and it's like, well, how much is it?
Yeah.
Because if it's only a couple hundred, I would just be like, yeah, man, whatever you need, I'll
Whatever
give it
you
to
need,
you. Yeah, why the fuck not? I'm gonna pay how much money for security cameras?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll just pay the mob to, yeah, come on in. But if it's look, if it's $2,000 a week, it's like suck my dick. I'd rather take the beating.
Yeah.
Hang my wife and children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what do you do after?
Well, I only have one wife and kid, and you got them. So
what are you gonna do now?
what are you gonna do now, tough guy?
It's a weird thing, man. The mafia. I mean, you can't even do a movie on them anymore. Really? Right? What are you?
I mean,
was it gonna start out with?
I think that genre's kind of over though, because it's not really like as relevant as it used to be.
the fucking Jewish mafia in New York. And did you ever do stuff on them, like Bugsy Siegel and Meyer
A
Lansky?
little bit. We did a couple episodes on
Those guys
on
were
them.
fucking ruthless.
Yeah.
Dutch Schultz.
Yeah.
they were, but they're not anymore.
No,
The Jewish mafia was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing is just gone.
the Lower East Side.
But I think what happened was like the Jewish mob and the Irish mob, their kids ended up going into like the upper echelons of society, and the Italians were like, "Nah, we're gonna go," because they just liked crime a lot.
the Irish mob, what do you call it? Did you ever State of Grace? What the fuck were they called? Those
Irish?
No, they had a name for them. Look at forget it.
Okay.
They were fucking.
She can look it
brutal.
up. She has a she
They
has
were
a, she has a supercomputer.
The Irish mob. What were they called?
I don't remember.
You
I don't
did know
who, like when? What era?
I love that you're going to
Oh,
him.
the West, like
he's
the
a
West?
the Westies.
He's a specialist.
The Westies.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
Westies, yeah.
The book. The book was way better than the movie. The movie.
Ugh, I hate when people say that.
That's the last book I
They sound
read.
intelligent.
I haven't read a book since I
The
got
book
married.
was way better. Let me tell you, the last book I read was not better than the movie. Harry Potter was a way better movie than the book. So
You didn't
fuck
read
that.
Harry Potter.
I did.
Took you 3 years.
No, it took me like 8 months, but I read it. I read it. It's fucking grueling. That and the Vampire Lestat almost took my life away. Haven't read those fucking books.
I used to read all the mob books and autobiographies.
I don't do that anymore.
I
You know,
used to all the time.
I used to
read.
get books and stuff, but now I just go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Like the other night, I sat and I learned all about General Patton
That's cool.
because he was, this guy would go into the hospital, and these guys are shell shocked. They're literally fucking crazy from the war.
What war was that? World War II.
Thank you, God. I mean, you're a fucking Jew. You should know that one.
No, I was just.
That was
seeing
your
it.
war.
Yeah,
That was-
yeah. You started it.
Yeah, you guys
How
keep
we
bringing
started
it.
it. For being smart. So what happened?
You're the one
What
that
did he-
dragged us into
Yeah,
it.
you're the one that some guy
Yeah.
bought Hitler's watch.
yeah. Some Jewish guy.
So what did
Hitler, you like this?
Hitler was like, "You fucking."
That's
asshole."
my watch. Kill them all.
what did
Well, he was he was just a brutal guy. He went in and he slapped a guy in the hospital, and
He was kind of like
the guy couldn't
flamboyant
hit him
too,
back
right?
'cause he had no arms.
yeah, and the George C. Scott played him in the movie. Not his voice was not that. His voice was way different than that. It was almost weird hearing his speech.
Yeah.
And he
Why did
he
he
was very
slap the guy?
smart,
Yeah.
but he doesn't sound as smart when George, when he gave that speech in front of the flag, it was like, wow, that's a man. He doesn't sound. It sounds like he's just a regular dude giving a speech.
Okay.
But
Why'd he slap the
I haven't
he
seen
slapped the guy in the hospital because he was shell shocked. He was scared and he was crying.
He's being a pussy.
And he was being a pussy to Patton, and he slapped him, and he said, "You should be brought in front of a firing squad." And he got into a lot of trouble for that. There was also another
the improvs cancel him?
huh?
The improvs canceled him. Get it?
Oh, Patton Oswald.
No, George. No, I'm
Who?
just here saying he got in trouble.
got
What kind of
canceled.
trouble could you get in back then?
Dude, when you slap a dude in the hospital, that's
He's a general.
doesn't matter, dude. You can't do that shit. He actually took, I believe, I'm probably wrong on this, but 300, I think it was 300 and something troops and 10 tanks into a part of Germany to take over. and they found out his son-in-law was held captive by the Germans, and he came back with like 30 people and no tanks, and he got into a lot of shit because he wasn't supposed to do. You can't just go rescue relatives in the middle of a war and use all those men. All those people are dead because he just was like, "Fuck it, let's go get Gary. I'll get him. Relax, you fucking twat, Daddy, Daddy. I know."
Right.
But they're saying that he might have been murdered.
Oh yeah, because he died in a car accident.
Yeah, they're saying that a truck just went and drove into his car.
Yeah.
So they're saying he might have been murdered.
Who wanted to kill him?
The government. They just didn't, they.
Well, he was just too much of a loudmouth, or
Yeah, it was just too much of a rebellion. That was MacArthur and all those.
Yeah.
Those guys were like
McCarthy.
Yeah.
McCarthy. Yeah, no, MacArthur, not McCarthy. Right now he's got me
MacArthur, yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
Can you not speak?
I was talking about the Beatles.
No. That's anyways. I don't, I could go read a book on that shit, or I can just sit there and I literally just let it play on my pillow at night.
Yeah.
And you learn all about this shit.
Yeah, it's fun, and they're shorter than reading.
And you have pillow talk with Patton.
It's shorter than reading a book, and a lot of times in a book.
But when did Patton die?
When the truck hit him.
No, I know, but like, nice.
Well, he died.
No, but like during the war or after the war?
He died. I think the war was still going on. 1945. Yeah. So right at the end of the war.
Right at the end of the war.
Right at the end of the war, he died. Yeah. Look at him. Yeah. He's yeah. I mean that. Jesus Christ, that guy's a man. I mean, look at those. They don't make that dude anymore. You know what I mean? They make fucking little fingered rich.
Oh, you're a man.
Go back to that. Show the car accident. Oh, look at that. Go back to that page if you can. Yeah, reading books, I get it, but there's a lot of fucking filler in a lot of these books that just, and in my brain, I have a learning disability.
Yeah.
I have dyslexia and I have all kinds of shit.
Do you do the audiobooks?
I like audiobooks, yeah.
Yeah.
I can do audiobooks, yeah. I just got an audiobook on the, really, I can't wait to read it on AA. On how AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, was started, like the whole thing. And I can't wait to, you understand, like Alcoholics Anonymous, 2 guys started it. Like one guy really started it, and then he was getting sober alone.
What was his name?
Well, he tried to go, he went to England. There's a bunch of shit before he got it started over here.
Oh, Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
He has a house in Manhattan, doesn't he?
I don't. I went to
believe he
Dr.
has a
Bob's house when I was in Ohio.
Yeah, Dr. Bob and Bill W. But Bill
But Bill W. in the top 100 most influential people of the century, Bill W. was in it, but not Dr. Bob, which I don't get.
Bill W. started AA with
him with Dr. Bob.
With Dr. Bob, but he. If I don't know. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna listen to this audiobook. But
I knew it. I and Ebby was the third person, right? Ebby was the third.
Well, there was the first 100.
Yeah, but the third person in
right. Yeah. Well, yeah. What happened was that there was I think 100 people,
and there was a lady too.
There was one lady at the beginning of it. But yeah, it was just a bunch of dudes trying not to drink, and basically what he discovered is that he was trying to get people. He couldn't get people to help. Like nobody would stick.
Doctors, he couldn't get
anybody.
And doctors.
Yeah, but he was trying to go help people, but all these people kept failing and drinking. But by him helping other people, he wasn't drinking. Like that feeling on that. So he figured out that one of the main things to do to get sober for somebody who has alcoholism is to help try to help another alcoholic to be sober. Not that they're going to do it, but by you doing that will keep you sober, which is pretty wild.
He would go into hospitals and talk to drunks before he met Dr. Bob.
Yeah. Dr. Bob was one of those drunks.
Yes. He also...
Dr. Bob was he used to do surgery shaking.
Yeah, and Bill W. went to England to see therapists.
Yeah. Look at that car wreck. That's it right there. Yeah, he was
The windshield's not fucked up. It's just the front.
Yeah, but what happened was he went.
It must feel really great though to be that truck driver to kill an old man with your truck. That must make you feel pretty powerful.
He didn't have a seatbelt on, so he smashed his head open.
Of course he did.
Yeah, he smashed it. Well, they didn't have fucking seatbelts back then. We started wearing seatbelts in 1990. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
School buses didn't have them for.
They do now.
Now they do.
No, but nobody wore their seatbelt on the.
Nobody wore seatbelts in the 70s, 80s. Nobody. You cut them out. You tucked them in.
Yeah.
You tucked them into the back seat.
Yeah.
And then they figured out that all these people are flying through the windshield.
My parents.
And the people from the back seat are literally killing the people in the front seat.
My parents on their honeymoon went off the road down a ditch and hit a tree, and both of them went through the windshield on their honeymoon.
Why do you think your dad was distracted driving the car?
I don't know what happened.
You ever see the movie Garp?
No, but she wasn't black. they were laying on the.
She was sucking his dick.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
No,
Your mom was sucking your dad's dick.
Now she wouldn't have been on the windshield then, dummy.
Oh,
Hey, finishes quick.
No,
As he was coming, she was like, "I'm not putting that in my mouth."
right through the windshield down.
Really?
Into
And that's back when windshields were fucking like just
stronger.
glass. They were
Yeah.
dude. Back in the day,
They use those windshields now in bodegas.
yeah, dude. Windshields now you can just smash and they crystallize. Windshields back then were like fucking an inch thick. You could make an aquarium out of a fucking windshield.
yeah.
You go down to the fucking Mariana Trench with those fucking.
They were the
windshields.
Al Capone windshields.
Yeah, terrible. Man, going through one of those, I suck.
They were laying on the hood of the car. They should have both been dead.
And what happened to them?
They were rushed to the hospital, and they were, it was on their honeymoon or whatever.
Really? What a shit honeymoon.
Yeah, well, next time fly.
They did.
Maybe Voss's mom was driving and his dad was eating her pussy.
Yeah.
That's why he shouldn't do a podcast.
He was giving.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you.
Voss is
Racine,
his-
he
has no filter.
Don't do No, he's always trying to be funny and he doesn't care. He's like Bonnie, very similar. You don't.
No, I'd fuck
do not
him.
do anything from the cartels. I want you to do a podcast on
ballet.
like a seamstress, like dressmaking.
Yeah.
I want you to do a podcast every month on some different job.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Yeah, that's good.
Like the guys who make coolers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they won't come to kill me.
He's going to snap.
Why do you say that?
Because he's got that in him. I like it.
I don't think he has that. I think Recine is just. I think he's fucking one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Oh, look at him. That's the kind of guy that everybody goes, oh, yeah, he was a great neighbor.
Do you have that in you? You think?
Yeah, I think I'm due for something. Yeah, I think I'm due for it.
I'm petrified.
You can't read people,
buddy. I read people, but I was trying to befriend his psychoness so that I wouldn't be the one he kills when he does snap. He'd come to me and go, "Dude, thanks for believing in me," and he'd fucking murder you.
What do you think? I'm sending him a fucking phone cover.
Thanks for the phone cover, Voss.
Nobody kills you. He takes your watch and hands it to me. Thanks for not thinking I'm crazy. Are you really? Do you have that in you? You think?
No, I don't think so. But I guess when I was a kid, I got bullied and stuff, and I never
did?
I never really stood up for myself.
What'd they do?
You know, yeah, just like
who was it?
Finger you?
Just kids. Yeah, they fingered me.
What?
Listen, we've been doing. We're gonna go to.
No, I'm sorry.
We're going to overtime. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. If you're a fan, we got all these fan questions from the Patreon coming in from you guys. If you have questions, send them in right now, and new Nikki will put them in over to me. And I want to talk about this bully thing with you.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because my kid's kind of going through it now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
And so yeah, it's weird. But anyways, where are you going to be this weekend? It's
At
next
the Plaza in Las. Oh, next weekend?
Yeah, you at the Plaza this weekend?
In
you
Las
tell them
Vegas.
now, yeah. That's
This
great.
weekend.
Great room.
Is it?
Yeah, dude. We should do.
people.
I was thinking of something for me and you.
Tell me.
We do a residency at the Plaza.
I was trying. Yeah, go ahead.
See how he is.
No, go ahead.
He caught himself, but do you see what he did?
No, I was going to ask you if you wanted to do a residency.
He wants to steal my idea too.
At my house. Do you want to move in with me?
I don't want anything to do with that. I was thinking we do a residency at the Plaza for a month.
We do it for more.
We'll see how it is. We'll do a residency, but we come out. You do stand up. I do stand up. Then we come out together and we just smash the crowd like an old school,
like we used to do.
Yeah, like an old school Don Rickles type thing. You know what I mean? And we trash people. We make fun of people, and
can I mediate that?
No. Well, it's funny that you did do that already.
Yeah.
At Skankfest.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh,
were you scared to come out on stage with us?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
because you were peeking your head out though.
Well, I wanted to watch you guys, and I didn't know where else to watch because I was next, so I wanted to watch.
Do we have a reputation of being mean people?
No.
No, through the other comics, the younger comics?
No.
What other comics say about Voss?
Say that he's just a stand-up guy who's generous with his phone cases. I really do want that phone case.
You're going to get it.
Yeah.
Write your address. I'll mail it tomorrow.
Okay.
iPhone 8, right?
Yeah.
I'll buy you a brand new, whatever one you
This
want.
is brand
new
new.
iPhone 8 case?
I will buy you a brand new one off of the Apple site you pick.
Yeah.
If you take his and burn it when he gets to you.
Okay.
I want you to shit on it and then burn it in your backyard.
You can't burn shit.
Yeah, you can. Yours, you can.
Yeah, it is
vegetable shit.
Gassy.
Just hay.
So I could talk to him about a residency.
I'm thinking we could do a residency where we, and we do it old school.
Just Friday and Saturday.
We have to brand it old school, blah, blah, blah. We charge this much for a ticket and you come in and, we fuck with you.
Yeah. Zach Amico is like, I wouldn't have known what to do out there if I was on stage with Bobby and Voss.
Why?
He's quick.
Well, because you guys are quick with. You guys are used to doing crowd work where you fuck with people, and I don't. Not everybody. Not everybody is as good as you guys are.
But you were great.
Yeah, but I just went like too far. I did made like a bit out of it.
I thought it was great. That's exactly.
Yeah,
but this is what you did:
Yeah.
is you found you're funny. Not to go back to my Deadpool thing that you didn't fucking get it the first time, but they had to torture him.
I just don't really watch Marvel movies.
Well, they had to put him in a situation where he had to become your powers came out.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to, I believe, really funny people. Really funny people. Not people who learn this fucking formula.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about really funny people. You put them in a fucked up situation, and their default is to be funnier.
That's Keith's philosophy. Back of the bus funny. The kids that sat on the back of the bus going to school were the funny kids. The kids up front were, the comics now that bring their computers to the cellar and fucking write in the table and not sit in the back and trash each other and build ourselves up by tearing other people down.
Where are you going to be this weekend?
I'll be in Rochester and Buffalo this weekend. So Thursday night I'll be in Buffalo.
The Funny Bone?
No, some shit, some bar. I'm doing like a bar show. But then I'm doing comedy at the Carlson in Rochester.
It's great, man. Great club.
Yes.
Love that club.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So Thursday night, I'm just doing like a little bar show in Buffalo.
Fucking
and
great. Yeah, don't
Rochester.
fucking put that down. I love those shows.
Yeah.
I love putting a string of shows like that.
Yeah.
You make more money. Listen,
It's not even making the money. You make money, but you also get to perform in like a different place
Yes.
every night.
Mm-hmm.
people that want to see comedy.
You go to a club and there's 5 shows at the same venue.
Same venue, yeah.
It's like, fuck, man. This is such
the Roops
this
paper.
is so horseshit.
Yeah.
It's such a 1980s, way of doing stand up. I like when you.
Yeah.
I wish they would I wish we'd get to go into these clubs like Friday night, and then I go to their other clubs Saturday.
Yeah.
And someone comes in. You know what I mean? You could just bop around a little bit.
The thing is too, when you do the mom
Or do
and
a couple
pop place.
a couple cities in a weekend.
Yeah, I love doing that.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
And you take your fingers. That's what because when you do these other clubs that are paper in the rooms and they're there, they got to have 2 items and chicken bones or wings. It's fucking, some people, it's miserable. But then when you go into a place, like Bobby says, a bar, maybe 100 seats, 200, whatever.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't have it there all the time.
Yeah.
So
So I just hope I get people out.
Well,
Put the
yeah.
ticket links in my social media bio.
Yeah, go to tell them that. What's
It's
your
at
social-
Mike Recine on Twitter and Recine Mike on Instagram.
All right, go check him out. Very funny.
Very
guy.
funny. I tell your wife every time I see her every year, you're one of the funniest. He's
really-
truly one of the funniest guys in New York. That
I know. I
run-
heard about you before I met you, which to me when that happened. You gonna? Can I? Can I have?
it just hit me. But
can
go
I have
ahead.
a shot. At
Yes, I
saying
didn't say I
something?
wasn't cutting you off. I just.
I mean,
hit
you
me.
took my watch. Do you want to take my show too?
How can I do that?
You can. I just ask. Fuck it. I'll leave for a month.
I fucking
do a residency here.
I was doing Boston, then I went and did a guest spot somewhere.
Yeah.
Killed. He went on after me and had no fucking problem.
I think you did that with me one time too, didn't you?
Where was it? In Boston, it was
The Hideout, I think.
Yeah, it was a little. He went on. I'm going, this fucking guy is so funny. And I'm not, you're not an easy act to follow. I'm impossible. He went up with no problem. I mean, in a club, if I did an hour, he wouldn't have a shot. But
tough,
but he fucking killed. He killed.
I've gone up after him.
Not after an hour.
Yes, I have.
Not after an hour.
I have.
Never.
I can go up after you. Dude, first
Yes,
of all,
right. You could.
I have
You
to
can.
shake
You're
them out of
killer.
their boredom. Yeah.
What do? You just
You have to fucking let him sit for a second and then like, oh, okay, we're back. No, very funny guy. Make sure you check him out. And of course, the legend, Rich Voss. Make sure you go and check out all his shows. Check out his podcast, My Wife Hates Me. It's one of my favorite podcasts. It truly is. The way they argue, I mean, Bonnie says exactly what I want her to say when I want her to say it. When you just, I mean, you start talking and I'm in my car going, fucking, and that comes out of her, which is hilarious.
and then Louis Anderson calls.
Anyways,
We have a new segment that we're going to start.
what's it called? My
Apologies.
wife divorced me.
Apologies, because every day somebody's apologizing for something.
Right.
Do you know what's her name? Who's married to RFK?
Yeah, Cheryl Hines.
Cheryl Hines.
Yeah, that was funny. That
She
was
had to
funny.
apologize for what he's fucking saying.
what
Because
happened?
he said that the vaccine, the COVID restrictions are like being like Anne Frank.
You know,
So she had
at
to
least
get
the
on
Jews got to
Twitter.
hide, he said, or something, or
Oh, really?
something like that. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
How do they always compare everything to Hitler, to Jews,
Holocaust.
the Holocaust, hiding in the attic? Jesus, give us a fucking break for a week.
Yeah.
You know,
But it's funny.
It's,
You guys are great.
I did Anthony's podcast today. It was like unbelievable.
What do you mean? Oh, let's talk about that. We're going to the Patreon extras right now. We're going to be reading the names of all the new Patreon people. Thanks for joining. I hope you're enjoying the podcast and the new format we're pulling out. And if there's anybody you want to see on the show, anything you want to see, or anything, what are you doing?
I thought you were reading. So what's the new What's the new format?
Well, we do like an hour or so here, and then we go to the Patreon extras, and we take questions and read names. And
We were doing that. You were doing that forever. Every time I've been up here, you do that.
Voss, I can't. The level of
I don't know why
the
you
level of
say new
hatred I have for you.
new. It's not really a new format.
It's nuts to me how I hope when you do snap, he's around. I hope when whatever that comes out, it comes out towards him.
I hope whatever came out of your ear just now.
All right, we'll see you. So stick around. We'll go to patreon.com.
What do you mean?
You guys got to pee or something?
Yeah, you might.
Yeah, go ahead, pee. Yeah.
I got an 11:10 in New York Comedy.
Yeah, we're going to wrap
How
it
did
up.
you get that?
I begged for it.
Let me see here. We're going to read the names. It's to the left.
Yeah, and then
Don't
make
pee
it
on
left.
the couch. Anyways, Voss needs to be closer to his mic. Okay, great.
I can't be any closer.
Yeah, you could. That's funny. This is funny. All right, here we are. I got all these questions right now. Anyways, we're here. Voss. I can't believe you got to watch. It's fucking mind-numbing. Can you at least read these names for me? Coke Logic. What the fuck? I love Coke Logic. Welcome, Coke Logic. Go ahead, read that.
There's nothing to read. It says Coke Logic, no address.
I can't.
What am I reading?
You think we're reading we're just reading their names. These are new people that are on
I think when you
Patreon.
said Coke Logic, read that. I thought he wrote. You wanted me to read something he wrote, but he didn't write.
No, we're just reading
What
the
do you
names.
mean, Spider? Spider what?
I don't know. I got to get a new friend. I need somebody.
I'll help you. All right. Hannah
Boy.
Lass.
Yeah.
Like to surf. Oh, do you? Vincent Kawasaki. Okay. Oh, Buddy Lee. Okay. Max, Ben, Sam Squire, Tom, oh, fuck yourself. Sean Grant, as in Gary. You know what? Look at this. What a dumb
Read
name.
it. Just
new
read it.
Nerf Funganger. New Fung Gangster. Yeah, really? Because a lot of gangsters' first names are near Fung, you fucking idiot. Zog. You're all a bunch of fucking zeros. Joey Waltz. How about you waltz in front of a train? Okay? Brady Rambus. Daniel Harnanen. Chris Cole. Joe Higgins. Anthony something. Tim McHugh. McHugh, that's what people say. McHugh. Stevie Cheddar. Stevie
Steven Shredder at the same time. Just throw that mic away.
Stevie Cheddar Cheese. Christian Non-Jew. Mr. Bakalava. Alex Nathaniel Day. Look at all these. Why didn't I stay on fucking Patreon?
About him.
Yeah, because we blew it.
Him.
You're so smart. You're good at this. Joe Truxell.
And I'm not fucking Shane Gillis or fucking Tim Dillon.
No, but you're
We're doing
still
all
good.
right. We got some fans that are loyal. Thank you very much.
Good. You probably make 50,000 extra a month.
A month, dude. If I made 50,000 a month, I wouldn't be your friend. Like if
Well, then where do I send a check?
Listen.
I got it.
He always fucking pulls me back in. Yeah. He pulls me back in. I try to get out, and he's got a good one.
Stick around, it's not over yet. This episode of YKWD is continuing now, exclusively on patreon.com/Robert Kelly. See you there.
Kelly, hey, I want to thank everybody for coming on. Mike Racine, thanks for being here. Am I missing something? What do I got to do, Nikki?
No, you're good.
I want to thank Rich Voss for coming on. It was a great show. It's good to see you again, buddy.
You too.
I haven't seen you since Skank.
Listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. And if this comes between our friendship, I'll sell it to you. If this,
it does.
I'm sorry about that.
It literally is coming between us.
No, it isn't.
No, it is.
No, you're bigger than that.
Ask me again.
I don't like.
I am not bigger than that.
You are. You're
I
a good person.
Probably not talk to you.
Well, how are we going to do a residency?
I'm not. I was kidding. I'm not doing anything with you.
Let's do it. I'll talk.
No, I'll find something. Mike, you have a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good. You want to do a tour together?
Yeah.
Great. I got you. We're good.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Enjoy your friend watch. Anyways,
how do you?
Rich Voss, make sure you go check him out. One of the funniest guys in the business. Mike Racine, another funny motherfucker. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah.
RobertKellyLive.com. Go to comicwearables.com. Get all your YKWD gear, like these new hoodies are in. And you got the pullover, you got the zip down, you got the hats.
I got the
Boss,
hat.
shut up. And
the fucking hat is so cool. I got the hat with the skull.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that shit is dope, man.
I hate you.
It's fucking dope.
I can't stand them.
I won it.
Fuck
at a raffle.
RobertKellyLive.com. Go there for all my shit. And patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for supporting me. And hit subscribe, like, comment, and enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week. You know what, dude? Real quick.
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs. Shitty jobs. Shitty